Brace the rudders! Raise the sails! Raise the sails!
Captain, an unidentified ship is approaching. Over.
Roger. Wait, is that an enterprise sales solution?
Reach sales professionals, not professional sailors. With LinkedIn ads, you can target the right people by industry, job title, and more. We'll even give you a $100 credit on your next campaign. Get started today at linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, you know what would make your customer service help desk way better? Dumping it and then switching to Intercom. But you're not quite ready to make that change. We get it. That's why Finn, the world's leading AI customer service agent, is now available on every help desk. Finn can instantly resolve up to 80% of your tickets, which makes your customers happier and gets you off the customer service rep hiring treadmill. Finn by Intercom, the leading customer service AI agent, now available on every help desk.
When you're starting off with something new, it seems like your to-do list keeps growing. Finding the right tool helps, and that tool is Shopify. Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world and 10% of U.S. e-commerce. And best yet, Shopify is your commerce expert with world-class expertise in everything from managing inventory to international shipping. If you're ready to sell, you're ready for Shopify. Sign up for your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/retail. Go to shopify.com/retail.
You better wait here. I'll be back in 10 minutes.
Even 10 minutes is a long time to be awake like that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What it do?
You already know what it is. We vibing, man. It's Coach Uncut Podcast. We back at it. No show on Sunday. We'll apologize for the hiatus.
You explain why. You gonna explain why?
Yeah, we'll get into it, man. You know, sometimes vacation be doing that to you, dog. Had a good ass time, dog. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. We got we running a full court, 5-man team. We got my man DJ Noah Fresh.
What it do?
Out of Louisiana, out there vibing on the West Coast. Some folks say it's the best coast. Mm-hmm. And to the bottom left of me, we have Shell, Mississippi's finest, out there kicking it in Houston. What up with it?
Yeah.
Then my brother from another mother, Treyway the Moisturizer. Brethren, how you feeling, man? West Palm finest, Muck born guy. My dude chilling in Atlanta with it, man. Huh?
Same mama though. Same mama.
ATL show.
I said another mama? I said another mama.
Shut up.
You say it every now and then.
I be messing up.
You be confusing me. I gotta go look at the pictures and be like, nah, Trey look like his mama.
It's just like yeah. And then we got my man Gio kicking it, man. You know, Dr. Umar's long lost nephew. We kicking it. I'm about to get into some other shit, man. But excuse my lingo. Y'all ready to podcast?
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get to it. I ain't got my bars ready. Not prepared.
Oh, it'll buff out.
Always buffs out. Peace, love, and blessings is all a Mather. Beautiful women, good cushion, a whole lot of laughter. Designer linen to stay dapper, then cap it off with a fly-ass caption and go with these moments we captured. Life is a blessing. Every L is a lesson. If you really believe in God, then why the fuck is you stressing? I'm Shaka Zulu and a Fubu. I'm just trying to build this ecosystem like the so-called Jews do. It's the Coach Uncut podcast, and I'm kicking it with my family.
What it do? What the business is? Word on the street, Nova known the handle is, and you know I got my people with me like always, man. What it do?
Man, shout out to the people and shout out to handling business. It's your boy Trey Pound and Moisturizer. You already know what they say. A splash a day or keep the doctor away. It's Mr. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm soaking it. President of Wet Lives Matter, because if it ain't wet, it don't even matter.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I say, when I see you, I see me. Now, that's the real definition of unity. You don't understand the power you have. That pull is just like gravity. Insanity, if I think of walking away, that's like me cutting off my nose just to spite my face. That'll never be the day. Peace.
Oh, nice.
I ain't even gonna do it. You share, y'all, and I'm ready to podcast. Let's go.
There's some beautiful bars there, Gio.
A little bit, bro. I was inspired.
Poetic.
Felt like I was at Deaf Poetry Jam for a little bit there, man. Yeah, a little bit of that. Man, I'm fresh off vacation. I'm glad to be back with you guys. Wish we could have podcast on Sunday, but I got caught at St. John's, the ferry, missed my scheduled ferry time. But bruh, a beautiful place, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Nova put me on game. Nova put me in the game room, dog, with a lot of vibes out there. They did skimp me on my Johnny cakes, bro. They said they only do them in certain seasons. So I don't know what type of island this is. And I gave them suggestions. I told one dude at a restaurant, I say, hey, my man, you got to break the trend. I don't know if it's against the law for you to cook Johnny cakes in the off season, but if somebody come in here for the Johnny cakes, you should probably just, figure out a way to just keep it going for the tourists, man.
Yeah.
Beautiful island though, dog. I see why they call it the Rock. It's one big ass mountain.
Oh.
And I want to know how the hell I'm gonna get into my trip, but how in the hell you drove there, bro?
Oh, to St. John's? No, you get on the ferry.
St. John's. You can't drive to St. John's. I'm saying, did you drive in the country of Virgin Islands?
Yeah.
Bro, there's no way I'm driving in that country, bro. They
That's
don't have
wild,
roads. Them are alleyways.
Yeah. Now you could, if you hold your hand out the window, you could fucking close people's door while you riding by, man.
Yes. And there's no flat land. The only flat land is the airport. The rest of that shit is a straight up mountain, dog. Like,
and some people houses, man, like you got to make a turn and you on the cliff. You got to turn back up, and then there be people, from the island driving, just bump, honking their horn like, man, move out the way. You like, bro, hold on, I'm about to die. That's why I told you if you got a car, you had to get a Jeep. You got to get a Jeep.
No, you got to get a 4x4. Extra life insurance policy. Yeah, you talking about? Boy, ain't driving around there, man. Them people drive crazy as hell. And them roads are tiny, and it's all mountains. So it just, the whole time you just swerving. I was saying, bro, like the Kush was big. Shout out to the weed out there too, bro. They are the U.S. Virgin Islands because they got American like ganja out there, bro. Like they got the za. I got za, Poppy. What's up? I got za. Like, all right, what's on that za? But I'm out there. I'm just like, bro, who's traveling as you voyage in the seas and you look at this big ass mountain and say, yeah, let's just vibe here and take over here. It's a whole mountain, dog. It don't look pleasant on the eye as you pulling up, but the views is crazy. The beach is immaculate. I didn't know. You didn't tell me this at St. John's. They got the #1 beach in the world. It's been ranked.
Bruh. I told you, but no, I said when you get there, you'll see. When you get in the water, how crystal clear it is.
That
I'm talking
shit is
about, man.
different, cuz.
You can see your legs and your feet in the sand, a little fish swimming around you and shit, man.
I just told my daughter that shit. It was fish swimming between my legs and shit, dog. It was crazy as hell.
And it's warm as hell. It's warm than them, man.
Yeah.
It's immaculate, man. It's beautiful and majestic.
Yeah, if you ever go, definitely go check out Trunk Beach on St. John's, man. It's next level. They ranked it 4 or 5 like publications ranked it like the #1 beach in the world. And that shit is drop dead gorgeous. The mountain views, the sand, the water, bro, is like next level refreshing, clear. It's no waves. That shit is super flat. You know, it's not like I go to the beach here all the time. That shit rough off the Atlantic
Choppy,
man. Man, that shit super smooth, man.
Vibes. It's I'm telling you, man. I just stayed in the water the whole 10 days I was there. I was just in the water, man.
I was just
every day, all day.
You can sit at the edge of the ocean because the water ain't rushing in on you, so you can just really sit there and vibe and just vibe the hell out. The food wasn't what I thought it would be. I found some good food, but it was a lot of American cuisine that I did find that was like good shit. You know what I'm saying?
I think you got to go to St. Croix for the good food.
Yeah. I want to go back, bro, like soon. And I want to hit I wouldn't mind staying on St. John or St. Croix. But I don't like the taxi service they got over there, bro. That shit is sketchy. Altogether. They dropped me off in the hood. Shell, you laughing. They dropped me. I called Trey. Bro, they dropped me off in the fucking hood. So I get there the Friday, right? I check in to the hotel. And I got an early flight. So I get to the hotel like 10:30 in the morning. So I pull in. We had a meeting with the team. So I'm trying to check in and get into the little Zoom meeting real quick. My last little hoorah business before I get in like full vacation mode. So I get there. Took a taxi there. Wasn't bad experience at all. It was just that's when I realized the roads were small as hell. I was like, yeah, I ain't renting. I don't know what the hell Nova what got going on, but I'm not driving on these roads. So I chilled at the hotel and I was like, you know what? I ain't finna sit around the resort. I see the people checking in, the vibes, what it's gonna be like. You know, there's band going on at the amphitheater. I said the Margaritaville. It's a band going, like open bar right there. You got the bay and between the mountain view, everything right there in one scenery. And I was kind of captivated by that. But I was like, man, let me step out of here. I need to go see the town. I'm out here by myself. Let me get out and move around a little bit. I ain't got the kids and nobody like that with me. So I can move a little bit more freely. So I asked the lady at the front, I said, should I get a taxi? She was like, no, catch the city trolley up front in front of Margaritaville. And it just, you know, it's $2. No, she says $1. It's $1 ride. Take you anywhere on the island. I was like, okay, cool. Man, I hopped on it, go to Red Hook, vibe out, man. You know, had me some fritters, couple drinks, couple what I had. Fuck, I was drinking the whole weekend.
Wet nipples.
Pina coladas.
Rum? Oh, pina coladas.
Pina coladas. I had pina coladas. Wet nipples, I did have some buttery nipples.
Buttery nipple shots, yeah.
I had buttery nipple shots, 100%. Wet nipples does sound like a shot. I do want to try one day if it's a real shot. Yeah. But so I jumped back on the trolley coming back around. So I jumped back on the trolley. First of all, nobody told me that you needed cash for the trolleys neither. So I'm ready to whip out a card, lady go off on me. You ain't got no cash. I'm like, no, I'm a tourist. Like, you need signs, like to tell people that type of shit. Anywho, I'm on the trolley going back. I think I'm going back to Margaritaville. I don't know his buddy's the back end of his shift. You know what I'm saying? This is his last little route. So he pull up in the damn shopping plaza and just park. I'm the only person on the bitch. So I'm just thinking like, why he parking here? Is he waiting on people?
It's a layover or something, bro.
Yeah, he ain't saying nothing to me. I'm just sitting there. So I see him get out and look like he about to go home. So I'm like, hey, bro, like, you taking me to Margaritaville? He said, oh, no, this is the last stop. I'm going home. I'm like, bro, you weren't going to tell me shit? Like, you just got me sitting back here? Excuse me, Mom. I'm trying to stop cursing on here.
They thought you was a local, bro.
No, they knew I wasn't no local. That's how I'm gonna finish the story. They knew I wasn't no local. My drip was too. I smelled like money, man. I smelled like that bun and nine on, bro. They ain't got that on their island like that, man. I'm talking shit a little bit, but so I'm walking around looking like, and the sun's going down. It's like 7:30, bro. You know, no, not even 7. It's like 6:30 because sun go down early out there. It's like 6:30, and that sun's starting to hit the fucking mountains. I'm like, man, I don't know what's about to happen. This dude who is American, but he lives over there now. He just, hey man, you lost? I said, no, it's funny that you say that. I am lost. He said, all right, man, I got a taxi. I'll give you a ride back. Where you going? I was like, Margaritaville. He's like, where you from? I was like, West Palm. He's like, oh, I'm from Orlando. Like, small ass world, right?
Wow.
Yeah, shout to him. He drove me back to Margaritaville, man. I gave that man a whole dub. I was like, hey, bro, wait right here. Let me go to the ATM and get you some cash. I appreciate you so much, bro. Shout him a dub. Because this shit was hood.
Because Red Hook like an hour away, ain't it?
Nah, ain't nothing to hour in that island. I think Red Hook
Nah,
from Margaritaville.
Because it's the
whole
winding.
island is a
the winding makes it long. The winding going up.
Yeah. No, but that's if you going up, but you just going around that, it ain't. I think Red Hook was about 25 minutes away from Margaritaville. Yeah. But no, I had a good time, dog. Like 758, I went to the spot you told me about. Great DJ music vibes. I wish I would have went both Friday and Saturday night. I went Saturday night, but Friday night they said it was upside down in that joint. But Saturday, that's why I wasn't gonna go. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Because everybody I was talking to was saying, I don't know what your man talking about. That shit is a club. Like you talk about a lounge, it's vibey. Nah, it's a club. It's nice vibes, you know, but it's a club. So when he was telling me it jumped off at like 11, I'm like, bro, I ain't really no late night owl like that.
Yeah.
But Saturday he was like, bro, just pull up. One of the dudes that worked at Margaritaville, young boy. So he told me, he was like, hey man, come out there, you know what I'm saying? I'll take care of you on a couple of drinks and whatnot. But pull up on Saturday, we go a little bit earlier than the Friday night. So I pulled up at like 8 o'clock. Good vibes, man. Trey, I ain't know most of the music until I went and requested some hip hop. Dog was playing straight island music, man. You know, vibing out. It wasn't even reggae.
Did you get the pasta? The salmon pasta?
Nah, I pulled up full. To be real with you. I ate at this place called Mims. It was so good, dog. Like the food, I found some good restaurants. It just I don't like Virgin Island doesn't have that unique cuisine like Bahamas.
Like a true Caribbean, yeah.
Yeah. It seems the culture is very mixed. Like I heard as you driving through when I was in the hood, I heard a lot of Spanish music. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, that's a lot of
because you got a lot of Dominicans that come over there, and that's how like the Virgin Islands is the gateway for the Caribbeans to get U.S. citizenship. They come over there or to get to the U.S.
I was talking with bro while I was over there, bro. And I said a U.S. territory, but I don't know how much U.S. is sending resources over there like that. You know, like
it's going in back pockets, man. You already know how that go,
bro.
It's
super undeveloped, man. Like it's crazy how undeveloped it is. Like crazy.
Politicians lining their pockets, boy.
If you're in the Virgin Islands and they offer you the opportunity to join the military, I don't know how you don't just join to get the hell off that.
To get away.
That's why they got like one of the biggest National Guards. They got one of the biggest National Guard units.
National Guards over there. Yeah, it was.
It's the biggest National Guard unit, and I think we have.
I seen a bunch of National Guard like recruiting officers over there. I was shocked by that. Now that you say that,
yeah.
But opportunity wise, man, like you walk off these resorts, bro, and you walking like to like poverty, like real quick, and these people are living in shacks, looking over, like because shacks, you still got a nice view because you're on a mountain. And you looking over all this paradise and all these tourists coming on a daily basis with their family. It just shocked me. Even from when you go to Cokie Beach right there, right? You went to Cokie Beach, right? It's a funeral. It's a graveyard.
Right there.
Right by the ocean, bro. Like literally people having funerals and there's a party going on in the background.
Did you see the projects in the middle? Like when you was riding to Margaritaville? Right by 758 is like a project right there, bro. In the middle of like the downtown.
Yeah.
Big ass project.
It's beautiful at night. You don't even know it's a project. You just be riding like, oh man, look at the skyscrapers and you see the lights as you riding down the mountain. You get there and like, oh nah, bro, it's the trap. It's the trap.
It's unfortunate how undeveloped it is, man. And like they've been doing construction on the airport forever. The airport little as hell.
And that airport is crazy. They didn't. When we got off the plane, nobody checked us for nothing. Like we just walked through, bro. Like with no security.
I'm hoping you bring some shit.
Stimulate the economy. You feel me?
Nah, man. I had a good time though. Beautiful place. I definitely want to go back. St. John's is next level, and the ferry was cheap. I had a good time, dude.
Yeah.
It's not touristy like Nassau or some of the other places is. So you are gonna be missing a hospitality touch. I say that. Like they're a little rude. And they're not as nice. I'm being real.
Why you want?
Yeah.
Damn. Man, I just want a sandwich. They just stare at you. But when you talk to them and engage them, they're probably the nicest people you'll ever meet. It's just they got that resting face, like.
And they really
resting the island face.
They treat it like you bothering them. You ask for anything. You ask the taxi driver, hey, how much it could take me to get to. Like, damn, bro, you doing all that bebopping this shit for? Turn it in.
Biz Marquee.
They turned to Biz Marquee because I asked a fucking question, bro.
They hit you with that. They suck their teeth real quick. Man, goddamn, bro, what you want?
Yeah.
But I love it, man. I would go back just to vibing in St. John's, just chilling in the water, bro. Just I ain't never seen nothing more majestic and more beautiful in my life than just sitting there in the water, man. And I'm like, bro, this is insane. How is this? Like, I've been around the world and I've been to beaches all around the world,
nice,
bro.
Dog. I was underestimating. I'm gonna be real with you. That shit was nice, man.
I was just like, God, I lived in Hawaii and Hawaii got some beautiful beaches. But this here, next level for sure.
No, it's next level. That water, I don't know how that shit get that clear, bro. I was looking at my phone like, man, how? How? Y'all boys travel a lot. Y'all military, so y'all travel a lot. What do you try to like observe when you out there traveling? I know we all gonna get into devices. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna sightsee. But one of the things I like to observe is just like, you know, black people in other countries, you know, how we got it, you know, the poverty level, the neighborhoods, you know, there's a lot of universal things with black people that I try to see. But when I do travel places, especially out of the country, it's a reminder of like, I know we got it rough as hell over here. We think we do, but we got this shit the best.
I try to tell people, man.
Definitely makes you more grateful.
I try to tell people. I tell them, I say, I'd rather be black in America than black anywhere else. Dog.
Anywhere else, baby. 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
I can deal with American racism. Over there, it's like classism, racism, and you know
isms. It's opportunity. It's the lack of opportunities, right? Like America, you could wake up and really go get rich on some like on accident sometimes if you got the right, timing. But there's not a lot to be ambitious about over there as far as like opportunity wise. You know what I'm saying? Like
you trying to just focus on clean water. You just happy if you can wash your clothes. You happy, like you happy if you could patch up the hole in the wall that you got. You know what I'm saying? Like you got one light in the house and stuff, bro. It's ridiculous, man. No roads. Nobody in your family got a car.
Yeah.
You know, man,
they can call it third world problems. What they call it. Like we're not accustomed to that. You know, we're accustomed to a lot of liberties and freedoms that these countries don't have. I try to explain that too. It's hard trying to tell people how the world is when they haven't really seen it, and they get into this thing where they just talk about how bad they got it, and sometimes you're like, damn, bro, like you just don't know, like you kind of got it good, you just got to go get it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, always, man. I'd say the one thing though that we lack in America is a mass transit system, like some of these countries like Japan, Europe, like they're efficient with their train travel, their busing system. It's very efficient, especially in Japan. It's like they are apologizing if they half a second late, man. Like they're very efficient. In America, we don't have that. Like we have transit systems, but it's like closed loop and it dead ends to where nobody's at. It's like I can't travel from an hour away from LA and get there by train. You know, I can, but then it takes me 4 hours to travel 1 hour. Might as well just jumped in the car.
No, traveling is super important, man. Like Bro, that shit lit a fire under me. You know, like every time I go, it's just like I think like we just really don't know the opportunity. It makes me like more ambitious because I'm watching even this, and I'm sending videos in the group chat that I wouldn't put on IG and shit. Y'all know I be clowning, man. So I be people watching, taking pictures of people and shit, especially when you solo. Like, you know, I'm just super people watching and observing and shit. But I'm observing these young ladies from Baltimore that I met, man. I first got there to Cokie Beach. It's actually my second morning I go over there. And these young ladies from Baltimore, we kicking it, talking and whatever. And I know, like, you just could tell, like, people's, like, poverty level sometimes. Like you could tell people don't have a lot. You feel me? But at the end of the day, I'm like, these are people, like, they saying they from the hood. They're in Baltimore. They're in the trenches and shit. But at the end of the day, like, the poor people in Baltimore, if they, you know, if they get the right, they still could go travel to a place like Virgin Islands, you know, like they still could get their shit together to go do things like that. And I think that travel is important. They was partying and having a good time, dog. But I think it's important when you in these places to have a good time, but also just take in it, man. And like, it makes you more grateful of what we do have, man. I know I have a lot of like opinions about America, and I'm still gonna, like, you know, that ain't gonna change, man. But at the end of the day, we got this shit good, bro. Like, it ain't perfect. It ain't never going to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? And we always going to have whatever roadblocks are there for us. Like, for the most part, they're going to be there. But they smaller roadblocks than black people around this world got. And that's why they all trying to get here for the rights we fought for. Mm-hmm. And nobody gave us these rights now. So, like, we need to pat ourselves on the back a little bit because the rights that we do have, we accomplished more rights. The civil rights movement with MLK and all those dudes is the biggest civil rights movement ever. And most of the foreigners that are trying to get here are for the rights that our people fought for. So just super grateful, man. Got back, you know, inspired, ready to get back at it, get to it, purpose, all of that.
Yeah. Have some meditation in. Some real.
I was still up at 5:30 in the morning, man, catching every sunrise. Like, just, I had a little morning routine, all of that stuff, man. Just, I needed that shit.
It's enchanting, man. It's enchanting, man. It like, traveling in itself is a relief when you actually travel and disconnect from the matrix, where you disconnect. Like, don't bring the work on travel. I mean, you can bring your phone and stuff, but sometimes I tell people, like, I seen something on Instagram where they were talking about these dudes need to travel more, and I'm like, dudes travel a lot. We just don't take pictures because we live in the moment. Like, especially like when guys go on the trip together, we ain't got time for no phones. We just living in the moment, man. Like, we enjoying the moment, just enjoying the time. We ain't sitting here. Stop. Let me take a picture of my food. Hey, take a picture of me. Man, they're gonna be like, man, get on with all that, man. Let's go. All them snapping pictures, man. Let's go.
I need to get enough to remember the trip. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of things that I didn't take pictures. I was wishing I had like a tripod sometimes. I'm like, damn, I wish I had a fucking tripod. Mm-hmm. Bro, I got on the little stage at the fucking at the Margaritaville thing. You know, they having little games and stuff like that. So I'm on the stage playing a whole little dance game and shit, like vibing out.
And see, and that's what I love about travel.
I don't know what the hell you just said, shit.
I said, you couldn't get nobody your phone, you might not have got it back.
Oh no, I'm in Margaritaville. They ain't going nowhere with my phone. Everybody in that bitch had bread.
But that's what I love about travel is, like, when you go outside the country, you get into the scene and you do things that you wouldn't do back home. Like, still, you ain't jumping up on no stage back home. No. But out there, you like, man, let me just vibe out with the people, man. Like, let me just.
Bro, these three white ladies that was in this like same little building that I was in, they just so happened to be from Palm Beach County, dog. Like, it was crazy. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna send y'all some videos of me hanging out with these old three white ladies. But they smelled the za and asked me if I had the za. I gave the 3 old white ladies some za. But they encouraged me to get on stage. They were like, go up there, I know you can dance. I was like, nah, I can't dance, but I'm gonna get up there.
Go ahead, dance. That's man. I was about to say, that feels
it was up there like you Elvis to them, boy. You know, you Elvis to them.
I was not Elvis. I was just kicking a little vibe. You know, they were playing the Timbs and
dance
shit.
For me.
They were playing the Timbs. Go ahead, boy. And it was like, nah, ain't nobody said boy. What the hell? What Trump said in that one video? That's my African American.
When he said, send me that video.
You never seen that video?
Nah, send me that video.
He was at a rally, bro. And that's when he said it. Yeah.
Send me that video, dog.
That is wild as shit.
That dude will walk it.
Look at, but this is my African American.
That's your dude, Nova.
I'm pretty sure that's not racist.
No, that's hilarious.
That's legit.
That's hilarious, man. That's hilarious. That's a good one though.
It's hilarious because we got personalities, but our grandmamas and shit was like, get this honky off my TV, calling that man African American.
Yeah. That's my African American.
He wanted to say injured. I know he wanted to say that's my African American.
Trump,
hard ER, boy.
Nobody
Trump
say that's my African American, bro.
Hell no.
Yeah, you don't say that.
Trump do seem like he would walk up to you if he was at a private party and like dap you up on some "what's up" N-word. Like,
no, he won't do that. He won't do that.
Maybe to you.
At a private party. I'm talking about at a private party where they had them the little exclusives, non-Diddy party.
We're gonna see if the Secret Service really about that shit. He said that to me, boy.
Hello.
Yeah.
We're gonna see if them boys still get busy, man, because I'm about to tighten Dunn ass up. He said that to me.
Hey, Trump hit you with the what up, nigger boy? What you gonna do, Nova?
Turn his shoes back in.
Like, I don't even
click his gold shoes together.
I don't even know why that's a question, man.
He gonna bow like Stacey Adams did Joe Biden. That's what he gonna do.
She bow? She bow?
She bowed when he came in front of her, bro.
Like Sexy Red bow? Like bow.
No,
bow.
like
Japanese bow.
Yeah.
Japanese bow.
Yeah, we only acknowledge one bow, huh? No.
Yeah.
Damn. She did that? She bowing down?
Yes, sir.
I didn't see that. I missed that one.
Man, she up here worshiping the president? Man, get boy.
We got. Hey, we're not finna get into that, man.
My bad.
Now, can't be not here so we can talk about it.
What, the Sexy Red algorithm?
Wow. No, we talking about Stacey Abrams.
Oh, Stacey Abrams.
Because he said that Stacey Abrams bowed to the Biden. I thought she did the bow like Sexy Red.
Oh,
he said, she did the Japanese bow.
I follow you now.
Of submission. She submitted to Biden. He probably ain't even know she bowed.
I ain't get my edited photos back yet from the Canoe Boys. I went and did the clear canoe boat shit, bro.
I seen that bad bitch behavior. He hit a boat. He hit a boat like he Tupac. Bad bitch behavior.
Hey.
That boy would have put that baby all on.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, bro. That was
had
sweat.
that Johnson and Johnson.
It was real sweat out there, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I'm feeling myself.
No, shout out to that, man. We got to go back as a crew. I'm gonna be real with y'all. To the same spot, Margaritaville. We gotta go back there and kick it, man.
Then hit 758, man.
758
on Friday night.
On Friday night this time, because they said that shit with us. I was so mad.
I forgot to tell you about the karaoke bar, bro. My bad. Forgot to tell you about.
I heard
the
about
karaoke.
that. I heard about that.
That shit be going. I got video. I can't. It was me and there singing. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Again, I ain't in this. I'm in this America, but I ain't in America. Yeah. So I'm doing my thing at the karaoke bar. I'm up there singing and stuff, man. You know, I don't do that. I ain't do that in America.
They're roughing on.
What's your karaoke song? What's your
they Rolodex can't be that
whiskey glasses?
Whiskey glasses?
Yeah.
Hell is whiskey glasses.
We talked about this before. About your favorite karaoke song.
What's whiskey glasses?
I'll send it to you, Troy.
Yeah.
Y'all boy heard that?
Some whiskey glasses.
I have.
Yeah, I don't think that's
Morgan Wallen. You don't like Morgan Wallen?
I thought he was gonna say Tennessee whiskey.
Oh hell no!
It's a lot of versions of that song.
Mm-hmm. But nah, man, I that's a whole vibe, bro. Especially, did you go to the Sugar Mill?
No, I ain't go to Sugar Mill. My dad worked at a Sugar Mill, bro.
Man, this is old.
Last time, bro. We got sugar canes in Florida,
no,
bro.
but wait, the peak. It's on the peak. It's on the peak, man, and it over just. You can see all the other islands too. You can see Dominica, all those islands and stuff, bro.
You put Bear Glade on the island, you can see Pahokee, South Bay. Still ain't trying to see the Sugar Mill though.
Like I didn't want to see no slave stuff, bro. I really wanted to enjoy myself. I didn't want to take in, I kind of get it, bro. Like they fucked us over in every country. You know what I'm saying? I want to enjoy myself, bro. I did not want to feel, like random
African American.
Yeah, none of that African American shit. I didn't want to feel none of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Trey a fool, man. Trey a fool.
No, straight up.
We want to bring that shit to the islands.
What do y'all think about that term?
What?
African American. What do y'all think about that term?
I'm American, man.
That's what I'm saying. I'm Black American, bro.
Yeah, with African descent. I'm just American. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody is getting that put on. Like white people just white. Like we're second class citizens with that shit. Like, I know what they're trying to do. Like y'all ain't slick. They don't even tell us Africa's a big country, a big, continent. You feel me? Like you saying African American, that don't tell me nothing. Like what am I identifying with? And we built this country anyway. So I'm American. I'm more American than they are. You know what I'm saying? We built this, bruh. Do I want to go back to Africa? I love our African roots, all of that, dog. But I think the Black Americans here, I think we are a unique people. I think we're very influential people. I think we're different. I think when they went to go get people up from over there to bring over here, they went to go get a special people to build this country. You know what I'm saying? Like the strongest, the smartest, and we're a unique bunch. So I'm American. You know what I'm
saying? They took the smart. Man, I ain't gonna get into that. But anyway, I'm American.
Get into it. Tell us we smart, bro. We call each other ninjas and everything else.
From the part of, if you look at,
let's tell each other some good shit. Like what else? What we do? We do good things.
Most of the
negative things.
Most of the slaves that they took from Africa, they took from the tribes of the people that the intelligent. They were the innovators. They were like
builders.
Yeah, they were
well-do society, and brought them to America and look at what they did. Especially like that's why I wanted you to go up to the sugar mill. Just look at what they built. Look at what they built is still standing.
Ain't nothing in that country gonna be built better than what we built here. So I was like, it's probably fire, but I seen the shit that was built in that country. I was just like, they need to build some new shit. So I don't know if I was going to be impressed that much.
No, now what you see is later. I'm talking about the old stuff from the slaves.
They sent a different batch over there.
Yeah.
No, some of them is.
You look at
it's definitely. Oh, that's what I did want to say. That's the ugliest island I've ever been on. The ugliest island.
I told you, it wasn't nothing cute.
Now, the natives. They're not. There's no cute natives. I'm gonna say I have seen one. I was just like, she probably doing numbers.
It ain't hit no much, boy. I tell you what, it's far few between. Over there,
you gotta get on the tourists.
You just be walking and like your head never turns. You just be walking. Like,
oh no!
You don't never go. Who is that?
Yeah,
it's like a 0.001%.
No, for real.
Of head turners.
It's rough. It's rough over there for them boys. I don't even know how they keep having kids. That shit crazy to me.
They get flew in from Baltimore.
Boy, I would join the military when I was 10. Get the hell up off that island and find me some good cheese. Man, Instagram, all this stuff. Bro, they don't do money apps over there? There's so much corruption going on in Virgin Islands. It's like no ride shares, no money apps really. Like all cash, everything. The taxi system, you cannot use a card. Cash.
And then you see the illegal taxes at the when you pass by like the grocery stores, you see all the people standing out in front.
Yeah.
Them the illegal taxis.
Oh, I know. I had an illegal taxi dude. I told Trey he was trying to hustle me.
Oh yeah.
I'm about this. I almost got into a couple little scraps out there too, man. Like they be hustling a little bit too much, bro. I like going on vacation, dog, but I don't like when people trying to hustle. Like I'm from America, bro. Like don't think it's sweet. I don't know where you think I'm from, bro, but
that's what it is.
We got finesses too. They think they see American like we gullible or something. Yeah, bro.
That's one thing I did observe when I go travel. They take their whole family out to go hustle.
Oh yeah.
They all got a way to come scam you.
It's a family affair. That's for damn sure.
But boy, you better hope you got a good batch of tourists if you do go over there, bro. Because the women, it ain't.
Yeah.
Peak season, huh? You gotta find the season when to go. Go to. July.
I was told I had just missed Carnival. We've been talking about this too long. We talked about travel. We talked about that. What else we talked about? What do we got? Let's get into it.
Talk about African American.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Dog, that is insane, bro.
Sad and sick.
I know what he did though. I know what they did. They don't deploy. I think Trump deployed the boys out to distract us with the Diddy shit, man. Because he on trial right now.
Let's talk this Diddy shit though.
Mm-hmm.
Man, did he do it or didn't he?
I was unplugged. I was so unplugged, bro. So I'm out there vibing. I had no idea any of this was going on really until I looked in the group chat. You know what I'm saying? And stuff started like flying in the group chat, but I had no idea what was going on. And still, it didn't really hit me until I got on the plane ride back. And I'm really looking at the video, taking it in. I'm just like, bro, like he's cooked. Like Diddy ain't coming back from this. I know the comeback play like Charleston White. He can try to get a mega church and like flip it a little bit later. He could go under hiding for a few years, come back as a new resurrected man, mega church. That's the only vibe he could come back on. He could trick y'all like Kanye did and have Sunday services for like a couple years.
I saw you put the one screenshot in the chat with that one show that's out. Well, like a little mini documentary that's out. Did y'all get a chance to watch that?
Mm-mm. Who? Me?
I thought you put it in there. A screenshot. It was on I think it's on Tubi.
Oh no!
Yeah. I was on Tubi, man, my favorite app. But no, I didn't watch it yet, bro.
Woo, go check it out, man.
It's decent.
It's egregious.
What is it again? What's going on?
It's like a Diddy film, like a Diddy documentary type of thing.
Was it where they take all the different little things that we're finding out now and putting it all together?
They fucked up. I think Diddy. No, they fucked up. Diddy was trying to like play like PR. Do a little PR run and make himself look good because he got Stevie J throughout like the whole interview, like trying to like find ways. Oh no, this is not right. Like this is all a money grab, and they put it out too late. What I'm saying, like once the video of her
didn't age well.
No, it didn't age well at
all. Put it out too early. Then they should have never put that shit out.
Yeah.
It's just a lack of awareness, like that pride before the fall shit. You can see it all over Diddy. Like at no point in any of this he really like got any humility until the video of Cassie dropped. Like all the allegations that came out, he kept denying. He kept saying
this is like, a money grab, situation.
Not even with the lawsuit.
Yeah, it's a lack of awareness. Like you have to, at some point, if you fucking up like that, even his son making a song and taunting the feds.
Yeah, all of saying the videos next door. The feds said bet that up.
We got them.
They did not read the room at all, bro.
Bet that up. Talk about the videos next door, bro. Come on, man. Come on. And then my thing is, you knew they had that in their possession.
Why would
you ain't sincere? You ain't sincere until it. No, he know. Come on, all them tapes he had.
No,
he had to know.
His son, I don't think his son don't know what's going on, like what the feds got and all of that. I don't know if he knew his son was putting that damn song out. Like a lot of it, there's no way Diddy would let that song go out like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro. Like it just didn't make sense.
He dog whooped the piss out that girl, man. That shit bothered me, man, because it's like, I defend you a little bit because I was like, it might be not everything she said I dismissed. Like I said, the stuff about her being a part of the sex thing where the dude bringing in all these people to have sex with her, I was like, that is what it is. The things that I said I was concerned about was the rape allegations and him putting his hands on her. And then to see it on tape. Because like when you talk about it, you're just like, oh, she said he put her hands on her. He could have been pushing her down or whatever. But to see him beat the dog piss out of that girl like that, bro, like I got no respect for that dude, man. Like you ain't sorry, bro. You just sorry that they seen it on tape. Like you said, he's apologizing. Now you're apologizing because the world has seen the tape.
There's a lot of celebrities apologizing too out here and backtracking because of all the things that they keep saying. Like, you don't know these people. We don't know these people. So it's one thing for us to talk behind closed doors or just talk for entertainment on speculations or whatever. But it's another thing to be going and trying to defend somebody publicly on social media and then having to come back here weeks later and be like, dog, man, you know, they dragged that lady, dragged her.
And
And now
too
they coming back
many.
making public apologies.
It was just too many women coming out saying a lot of the same stuff for me to not go in the defense for him and be like, nah, maybe he, you know, this is a money grab type shit. It was just too many instances where people were like, nah, this is he.
It was his
mo-
behavior. Yeah, it's his
Yeah.
character. Mm-hmm.
So go ahead.
No, you. I don't want to cut you off.
No, so I always had reservations on like not to make a decision. You don't have to pick a side soon. I think that's a problem that a lot of us
I'm trying to
have, where
say.
we're like, all right, we idolize this guy so much, no way that he could be this person, and we pick this side, and this woman, she
I don't
know
think
what
nobody was on Diddy's side like that.
Nobody
that I
was
know
on
of.
Diddy's side. We always
No.
knew.
I'm talking
Everybody, you heard
I-
the rumbling, so you had to think it was true. Like,
Well,
like
Slim
the-
Thug put out a doggone statement.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Not us on the show, but celebrities like backing this up, being like, nah, that ain't true. How? How you
Yeah.
know?
No, it's still a money grab.
Yeah.
I don't care how nobody slice it up. I think the whole play was a money grab.
What was you about to say, Trey?
I don't think the whole play was a money grab. You think so?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like this, man. After
don't
watching
talk
that
over each
video,
other, so.
after watching that video, whatever they say he did, that nigga did that shit.
Hey, that's
He
what
did
I
it
think.
all. That
He
nigga
ain't
did
no
everything. I can't even defend you, Diddy, because if you willing to beat that girl with so much hate that you had, man, he was kicking the girl, man, kicking her.
All
she
that hate, right? All that energy. And she never called the police one time.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. She complicit in it.
Okay. Let me get my take off. Let me get my
Get
take
it,
off. I think
get
it's a money grab from Go, right? I think she entered the relationship for money.
Oh, she did.
Okay, so she entered the relationship for money and power and position and all of that. So you start a relationship with this man can help me in a monetary way in my career, all of that. It got abusive. At no point in time you ever called the police, the cops, or anything like that, right? There was separation, there were breakups, there were a lot of things happening, people, cars getting blown up about you. There's a lot of shit going on, a lot of like murderous things, a lot of sex slave stuff. Like all this is going on, but at no point you booked it, called the police because of what? The benefits that came along with it. You dealt with a lot of that stuff. Even when it was all said and done, when the demise of it all came, it still came back to what? A lawsuit.
Yeah.
About money. The entire play, did she get abused? Yes. Like the abuse happened. I'm not saying no abuse happened, but you didn't act in a way of like put him in jail.
Yeah.
Like lock his ass up. You know what I'm
Under
saying?
that
Like I'm gonna tell my daughter, like, no, if a dude's abusing you, he needs to go to jail. And then you sue his ass. But if there's no jail happening here, and all these years later, the only thing you double back for is money.
The money.
But when y'all see the documentary, you'll see a ways where he had a lot of power where she couldn't call nobody. She was stuck. Like she was fucked, bro, as far as his power and resources. He would fly her out with a whole team and take all her shit. She had no communication with a lot of people. He had so much power where he had control over her every move. It wasn't a chance where she had the
You
opportunity.
think that's
to be
possible that was she like there's nothing she could
Where
have
they
done
take away
whatsoever?
your power, yes, to a point where they just strip you down to nothing, to the point where you feel like you're
Well, how'd
nothing
she get away?
without them.
Well, how did she get away?
And you
then?
see what happens when she leaves.
No,
You
but
see what happened when she tried to leave.
No, but she did leave.
We the
She
world
did
got
leave.
to see it.
No, but she
I think he
did
got tired
leave.
of her.
Eventually.
There was times throughout this, even if you read the police reports and the allegation, there were times they had breakups and time they were apart from each other where she seeing other people and he would get mad and all that stuff. But if you got time to go see other dudes and this man crazy, he's still stalking you, what do you mean you can't call the police? I don't think that's ever an excuse. Like calling 911, I don't care how powerful a man is, calling 911 isn't that damn difficult.
I understand why y'all say it's a money move, but when you know about
Just holding her accountable.
and when you talk about women being abused, you see a lot of women that don't have that deal with men that don't even have that type of money get sucked into those situations.
But my
and they
thing
ain't
is,
walking away with nothing.
My thing is why
Yeah, we ain't talking
why
about that. Though. We
accept
talking about this.
why accept the abuse and then settle for money in the end? Like You know,
No, I
that's
understand.
that's what
how's it
that's
not a
what
money
Silk
grab?
said.
It's about
And that's-
money.
Like I care about both ends, and I want to
Right.
see somebody like that prosecuted. I want to
Correct.
see them, but then when people wait around and go, now I ain't want to press charges, but I'm gonna go civil suit and I'm gonna file, get this money. Like I can't. Like my thing is now I gotta look at you like you accepted that bullshit. You accepted that bullshit. You accepted
Think
it.
about like there be
you
some
accepted it.
toxic relationships where people like be abusive towards each other. They both doing drugs. They both wilding out. Like it's a lot of toxic shit going on. And when people be in toxic relationships, they deal with a lot of and allow a lot of shit. Everybody don't be full-fledged kidnapped. You know, like he ain't got her tied. No, she in an abusive ass relationship, but everything hits the fan. Like people saying it's not a money grab. I don't see how. Like, is he wrong? Yeah, he's wrong. But this is about money. You
'Cause
know,
I wanna
like
see
this,
justice,
if he would have
man.
settled quick enough, none of this shit would have got out. Like, think about
Nope.
it. Even like it's
can
so
feel
much
that.
coward shit going on around this, man. I'm talking about everybody that got all the Diddy stories now. Oh yeah, he used to do this, do it. But all y'all was around, nobody said shit.
Nobody.
Because
Yeah, that part.
he was benefiting everybody. Like
That's
all
how it
those
is.
people, accepted abuse and accepted like what was going on around Diddy. Like not just her, everybody. The security guards, the employees, everybody that's coming out now saying, yo, Diddy's abusive. Now, all you guys dealt with it because and y'all like let it slide because of money. Everybody's on money grab. Not everybody got big mouths and know everything that happened and all the abuse.
Now they
all their
emboldened.
friends.
Yeah.
That's
just
You better
corny.
believe Miami gonna talk one day. It'll be probably a long day from now.
But she benefiting right now financially. So I don't even want to hear what she talk. I really don't. I really don't want to hear what she talk.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like, all right, let me check.
They stand around.
Like honestly,
we know that we all do that.
the video is enough.
Bro, that video
I
is
wish
horrendous. Oof.
man, like that it bothers me because putting that video out tells people everybody's like encourage, like no, come forward. When you put that video out, you need to put the disclaimer. People need to be standing out in front and
The
saying,
hotel
"You need to
took
come
money.
forward. Stop
The hotel.
That part, bro.
Everybody's on a money grab. All this is about
50,000.
money. How is this not a money grab? They accepted 50 grand watching this girl get her skull beat in like that.
And nobody had the galls to say,
But I
you
don't
know
think
what,
she
bro,
sat
this
around and
ain't
get her
right.
skull beat in for money, though. That's what I think. Calling her a money
To a
grab
certain,
on her
to a
behalf.
certain extent, I think so.
I think-
People deal with certain abuse from people, from their abuses, if certain benefits come with it.
I mean,
that's a
if
thing
you look
too.
at human trafficking to like the most like horrific, the bones of human trafficking. If I was her, I would do whatever I got to do to take that whole fucking empire down. If it is me taking all his money away, then so be it. If it
30 million ain't taking his money away.
No, but only reason it got to that point because he was just his ego. She would have quietly taken his money. It ain't about taking his empire down or protecting other people he's abusing. It was about none of that. She didn't come out and say, "Hey, no, all this came because he didn't settle. He wouldn't give her no lawsuit money." So all this shit started leaking out and going public. If he had paid her hush money, we would never know about this, and other people would just keep getting abused.
We don't know.
Yep.
I can't say that.
No, we do know. We do know because her lawsuit set off when she filed the lawsuit. It set off a firestorm because this is somebody that was close to him. People said many things about him, right? And it was like they said many things, but somebody this close. We seen Cassie. We know that they were intimate. We know that she was the inside person. So for her to file a lawsuit, it was like, oh man, she set off a firestorm.
Yeah, old girl was the first one from Danny the Kane, though, right?
No, she didn't file a lawsuit. She just spoke out, but she was like everybody else, just speaking. Right? They benefited from it, and they wrote it off as she's not benefiting from Diddy because he started showing receipts where he was paying her. So it kind of made her point mute. You know what I'm saying? When he settled and he gave her that 30 million, it was there. You knew it was there. You knew it was some.
If his ego was intact, like he just was not aware of a lot of shit, bro. He wasn't reading the room of 2024, which is gonna be. I think it's still more layers of like social
We're not done.
entertainment, right? It's gonna be more layers. I think pulled back, but he was just unaware, and his unawareness and his ego was his downfall, the pride before the fall, because if he had to just cut her a $30 million check, none of this shit ever comes out. You know what I'm saying? Like, to this degree. They still going to investigate Kim Porter. Not investigate, but people still going to question Kim Porter and other things around him. The Kid Cudi car being blowed up.
But remember on the other show I told y'all, man, I said when they went and did Diddy house, everybody was like, oh, the human trafficking. I said, nah, they went for them tapes. They went for those tapes.
100%.
Because they had, I was like, the tapes, when they said that they had other people in compromising positions, I said, man, he better hope he ain't got no incriminating stuff on him because they're going to put it out. And that's what they did.
I think they been on, like, feds been on all this shit anyway. They probably been had the damn, the tape with the hotel room, bro. This is the FBI. You know, like, I think they know about most. They got dirt on most of these celebrities, like they had on MLK and Malcolm. They got dirt on all these people. It's just when they want to roll it out, you know. And I think right now is roll out the Diddy shit. Whenever times get a little weird, let's roll out some new Diddy shit, and that's exactly what happened this past weekend. That boy is cooked,
believe
man.
that too. I believe people at the, they already have the things you think it's under wraps, but they already have it. They just holding on to exactly what you said.
Yeah. It's
waiting for the right time.
It's grimy, man. It's
bad.
At the end of the day, man, anybody that's listening to this show, man, you do not have to stay in an abusive relationship. There are many avenues of help. There are places where it's like the Underground Railroad, where you can disappear from your abuser. You can disappear from your abuser.
Mm-hmm.
No, it is. They will hide you in a network. They got safe houses for domestic violence victims. They will hide you. You could press charges and you don't have to appear until it's time to go forward with the case.
You don't compare this shit to the Underground Railroad?
No, the way they hide them, man. Because some of those women, the abuse is bad enough to where they end up dying.
Yeah.
The guy would
go back. The statistics is that they'll go back, continue to go back.
And you don't have to go back.
Stockholm syndrome.
You don't deserve that. It's nothing that you can do to somebody to make them beat you. There's no point in a relationship.
I don't know about that now.
Ever where a person put hands on you.
That's debatable.
No, if they defended themselves, but I'm talking about if you walking up, you just get in an argument, you start batting the shit out of a woman, man. Come on, bro.
Especially when you're walking away, and when you're a woman that don't try to fight a man, and you shit gets heated, and you try to walk away. I think that makes some men, and even women. When men, I've seen it a lot of times, and I've told a lot of people that man was trying to walk away from you, and you hated that so much that you put your hands on him, and now we got a situation.
Man, the scary thing is, man.
I think. Go ahead, Trey.
No, I was gonna say, like, the one scary part is what I'm thinking about is his kids, his boys who saw him in those moments where he displayed that type of abusive behavior to women, and like it's stuff like that can get passed down from.
How it shapes their mind frame. Yeah.
What about his teenage daughters that constantly are seeing and hearing all this stuff, and then
the twins,
the twins, and the allegations against him?
Yeah, he could be a freak bull, he could be a freak bull in his personal life, and the twins might not know about his freak bullshit.
They do now.
On Insta, they
I'm saying, like,
with it. They probably were right in the room.
While they're living it. I'm saying, like, while they're living it, like, they won't. I don't think they know everything that dad's doing to that degree. But
their friends are talking about it. They know enough to know their dad is a monster.
Well, if there's allegations of him doing that to Kim Porter, right? That's their mom, right?
Yeah, they said he did it to her too.
Yeah, exactly.
He beat on her.
They were much younger when she was, before, when they were still together.
Yeah,
so I guess they're young women now. Almost, what are they? Probably right under 20 or something. Definitely. Probably 16, 17, 18 years old. So
yeah, it just sound like the shit that I'm hearing just sound like shit that a lot what if you taking a lot of drugs, you partying, this is what relationships sound like. Like, there's nobody that's taking a lot of drugs and partying like Diddy was partying and living a healthy relationship life, bro. Like, life is universal, bro. Like, if you living in those low vibrational, I'm partying all the time, I'm living a rock star life, there's devils that come with it. You feel me? I don't think he's the only one. I think you're gonna hear some more of these stories. And I think this is like life on a whole. oh, we were speaking earlier, and it was like the abuse thing, like being in a relationship. I think like all of it's key. You know, I think like it's key how you speak to people. Like it's verbal abuse. You know, there's verbal humiliation, all of that, bro. Like, as a woman, I'll tell my daughter the same thing. Just because, you know, like it's things you can say to people that's abusive as well. Like,
yeah, that can hurt just as much as a punch. Mm-hmm.
Correct. And so don't talk to these young boys crazy. Like, don't say nothing stupid or dumb, because, you know, like, of course, speak your mind, you know, speak out of like truth, but keep everything pure and your intentions pure, and don't talk to people crazy, because like you don't know what his mind's wired like. You don't know what his home life is like, what he's seen, you know, his toxic level. Like, you don't know any of that, and how he react is,
those
you know,
triggers.
you at the mercy of that. You know what I'm saying? So just, you know, treat people kind in all ways, not just like in physical ways, but also verbally, how you talk with them. Like, all of that matters. You know,
man, that's some
that relationship
wild
shit
stuff,
crazy.
But
But
stuff,
Yeah.
man. Don't
Especially with
accept
young people.
don't accept no
Yeah.
physical or mental abuse, man. Y'all
facts.
Verbal as well.
yeah, y'all deserve that. Y'all deserve better. Y'all deserve better. Seriously.
If you're in a situation where you need to contact the Underground Railroad National Domestic Violence Hotline, call 1-800-799-7233. That's the Underground Railroad, the new Underground Railroad.
Yeah, man. Seriously, man. Like, it's safe houses out there for you. It's protection out there for you. But you can't, like, witness protection program, you can't go back. Please don't go back, man. Do not
Please
go
don't
back.
go back.
Don't
you
go back.
compromise other people that's in that network too. When you do that, you compromise the whole system.
Compromise. Is the mob?
You compromise the whole system. Other women that may be with
because
you, other people.
You think
the
all
people
the
that
beating
help
men
you
they
undercover.
conspiring together? Like, you think all
because
the
those
beating,
safe houses are private locations. Like, they don't stand out. They just can be regular homes in the neighborhood. So when you call that person to come pick you up, now you just get that location. Huh? I ain't Charleston White, but I if I get in trouble, I'm telling everybody. So
well, I told you that's DJ Academics, boy.
But just stay. If you get away, stay away. Life goes on. You don't need them, man. They ain't gonna change. Once they beat you, they gonna keep beating you.
It's gonna get worse till you dead.
Yeah, they don't respect you. They don't. There's no
at no
point.
You. Somebody gonna die.
Yeah, exactly.
What you got, Silk?
Oh, I'm just vibing. I ain't got much. Y'all say we have topics that's gonna pop up. So.
Y'all didn't tell us.
Pop up.
We to lighten up the mood a little bit. Not real talk on that, but y'all didn't tell us about y'all weekend. We heard about Silks. I ain't got nothing because I ain't do nothing. I've been under the weather since last Thursday. So, but
no, I went to man. If you got kids in track, man, invest in an RV, man. If you're gonna put your kids in track, invest in the RV, because you're gonna be
a soft ass dad. RV.
You talking about putting a tent in the backyard? Now you talking about buying an RV?
Buying an RV because your kid in track is some soft shit.
Yes.
Boy.
That ain't no soft. What I'm supposed to sit in they gotta rest and recover. You know what I'm saying? We're about winning here. You know what I'm saying?
Hyperbolic chambers, you feel me?
Yeah. We're about maximizing.
You bring that RV down here, bro. We gonna run through that little shit down here in South Florida, bro. All that soft ass. You got an RV. We smoking everything in an RV.
If you ain't sleeping in the back of a truck, then
if you let an RV kid outrun you, you walking home, man. No, you smoking everything that came here in the RV, son. That gonna be our motivation in the park. Like, look at these soft ass kids, man. You see this soft shit they got going on?
It's more for me. They have kids. I don't feel like
look at these soft ass dad. You think your dad finna get an RV? I'm a gangster, boy. I'm gonna stand in the sun with you.
It's gonna get bop bop.
Why you say that though? But what age group you got running track?
11 and 8. 11
year.
and 8.
Okay.
They beast mode, man. They handle business this weekend, man. They improved. My son, he been sick, but he went out there. He ran the 200 and the 100, and he was supposed to do the 400, but we pulled him out of it because
that's a man race right there, boy.
Ain't it, boy?
Yeah. So he beasted. He beasted everything. He came in fourth in the 100, and he was third in the 200. And then my daughter was second in the 400, and she won. She was first in the 200.
Damn,
out there. She out there getting
Getting
it,
it,
boy.
huh? Yeah.
Getting it. She's
I
a
see you,
beast.
Sha'Carri Richardson.
She's a beast at
Oh,
the
damn.
400. She surprised me to 2. See, I think because I was talking
She got the
crap
bundles?
to her. I was talking crap to her in the
Give a little
400
motivation.
because she came
Trey,
around the
you a
curve
fool.
and she got to the finish line and she was crying because she's like, my booty locked up on me.
Oh,
And
man.
I was like, man, I was like, you just quit. You just quit. And then 200, it was a setup because soon as she came across the finish line, she ran up to me. I'm talking about not out of breath or nothing. Was like, hey, can you buy me this on the game? I won first. Can you give me this on the game?
Yeah.
I'm like, what a hustle, boy. Hustle don't stop. The
So
hustle
where the
don't stop.
RV come in at? You seeing all the
What?
little parents out there with their RVs?
No, ain't no. They was out there. They had. See, we was out there with. I brought the sports umbrella. They had pop ups. I had the umbrella, and we was just out there getting cooked. Getting cooked. Boy, I was getting cooked. I'm like AB, boy. I'm getting cooked right now.
Them track meets be long as hell.
Bruh, we got there at 10 and didn't leave till like 4:30. 10 in the morning, man.
That's how it be.
Didn't leave till
Yeah.
like 4:30, man. And then by this time the kids are just they agitated about anything because they tired. And so I'm trying to feed them, and they in there arguing in the restaurant, and I just want to just get in the car. You know how go get in the car. Everything to go. Let's go get in the car.
Bad
But they ate the food and they was passed out in the car on the ride home.
Yeah, it sounds hella busy. Yeah, my weekend was kind of busy like yours as well. I told you I had went to that Braves game. And that was
Beautiful
like
visuals.
It was an all day affair, man. It was work, but it was a good time. Every time you go to those type of events, you get to see like members from different branches of service, and then everybody tell their stories or whatever. But it's exhausting. What I also thought was cool though, one of our guys, he go to Morehouse College, so he got the opportunity to go and hear the
speech, huh?
At Morehouse, yeah. So,
yeah, very interesting. Very
Lead
interesting.
into that, man. Talk about that. What's the speech, man?
Now he said he thought it was he said it wasn't what like it's portrayed to be like on social media and whatnot. He said it was a lot to take away from it. He said you did have people protesting, but it wasn't all the hoopla that they make it out to be. It was just like 4 people. He said it was 3 students and 1 professor.
Yeah, they said it was like 400 people. Turn that back.
I'm just telling you what he told me. He was there. Yeah, he said it was 4 people, 3 students, 1 professor. But he said it wasn't. It was all in all. It was a good message. It was received well. He said, but it wasn't what is made out to be on
The media
socials.
made it into.
Yeah.
What they made it into? Can somebody elaborate on it? What they made it into? Because I got on pretty late because I grouped it all together with all the other college protests. So I didn't.
No, some of them other colleges are like
they got encampments around campus and stuff out here.
Yeah,
in Cali,
they shut
San
it
Diego
down.
State, USC, UC Irvine. They got encampments all around the campus for it. They disrupted the USC graduation a little bit. People were upset because police came on campus and busted up the encampments and stuff like that. And I tell people, hey, don't go around the campus because they're gonna take pictures of you. Regardless, they're gonna take pictures of you and
build that case. I'm trying to
build
tell
it
you.
in a database.
I'm trying to tell you, bro.
You're gonna end up on the watch list. And I understand you got friends over there, but you got to be. If you're not gonna throw yourself fully into the protest, don't go in or around it, and don't keep your distance from people that's deeply into it for that time being because they
play a dirty game with it. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
we were supposed to go out there. I'm glad we didn't pull the trigger on it, but we were supposed to go out to UCLA for like a film production camp. My daughter got invited to.
Mm-hmm.
And
why you didn't go?
Yeah, that seems like an awesome opportunity
You
for
got
her,
a place
bro.
to stay, bro. You know, it's got the pool. You could have come into the house, man.
No, we
Got a
didn't
whip?
pull the trigger on it. I'm glad we didn't now because that would have been because it was non-refundable, and all the campuses are shut down because of all the protests and everything that's going on. out
So
there.
y'all would have just been out that money. Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, but no, he said it was hella political for sure. He said he thought that it was tailored toward black people, and watching it, I thought it was the same thing as politics as usual.
What did Ice Cream say?
You know, he said that he was going to do the ceasefire in Palestine.
He was going to do it?
Yeah.
Or he's waiting on them to do it? How the hell he going to do it?
Didn't they just put in for? He just made an announcement that they're doing a ceasefire.
Man, they've been trying to do they've been calling for a ceasefire since what, January?
Yeah.
They called for a 6-day one. Did they get? I don't think they got the 6-day one. I don't know, man. Like that.
It was for me like watching it and hearing it, I just know it's just a talking point. Like you know, like 84% of black people don't support it, right? So to say that, hey, I'm gonna do a ceasefire, you catering to your demographic. That's, I mean,
selection.
A large part of them, they get it. You know, they got it.
Selection. You don't be surprised if you see them out there at Magic City passing out wings. Selection, yeah, baby.
Oh man, he got a one up Trump. Trump was at Chick-fil-A, so if he'd have went to Magic City, he definitely would have got him.
Got them lemon pepper. Him and Lee Williams out there handing out lemon pepper wings. I'm telling you, man, they do anything when it's election time, boy. That's the only time you see politicians, boy. What you got going on? We got a topless car wash. I'm coming over there to support. I'll be over there. They'll support anything, boy. Anything that's trending. They'll support it, man. He had the video where he was sitting down in the house with the people trying to eat some fried chicken.
Mm-hmm.
But they eating fried chicken. He's like, I got me a chicken.
Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just speaking into the void? Well, with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills. Wait, did I say job title yet? Get started today and see how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. We'll even give you a $100 credit on your next campaign. Get started at linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply.
Out here, it's not only the amazing views, but the way time stretches out a little longer and how the breeze hits just right at the summit. With All Trails, you can discover nature's best with over 450,000 trails around the world. Download the free app today.
Sandwich. I'm just like, well, you gonna get out of here.
Yeah, I do think that you do have to listen to what the youth is saying, you know, like, and they're saying a large part of what we're saying, like, we don't want our tax dollars going towards a war. You know, there's a lot of shit that's going on here at home that we can kind of take care of.
2 wars, man.
Man, there's like 3-4 of them motherfuckers going on right now.
Yeah, you got
nobody
Ukraine.
talking about the Congo. Everybody's doing all these protests, all these Morehouse things. All that's cool, but nobody's really talking about what's going on.
Yeah, he had a flag up.
Still, man, we can only protest what's on the news. You ain't know that?
No, I ain't.
You know how it go, bro.
Clearly, I don't even know what's on the news. I'm just saying from what I'm like hearing.
We can only protest what Shade Room tell us to protest, bro.
No,
you can't talk about the Congo, man.
I think people should like just get more worldly news, and of course, whatever there's brown people, black people being oppressed, it just don't be all these world causes and protests at
Haiti.
graduations, and it just don't go down like that, man. What's going on in Haiti? What's going on in the Congo? What some of these cell phones companies are doing out there with Cobalt? Do not just be getting new phones, man. It's costing people arms, legs, lives. It's killing families over there. But yeah, do your research, man. It ain't just Gaza. It's other things that are going on to dark people as well.
And that's what I'm like you, man. I'm like, look at the immigration all of a sudden we got an immigration policy. I told you, if you want to find an immigration policy, start and let black people come into this country, and they gonna find a policy.
Oh yeah.
They are deporting.
Fix all that shit.
Haitians are coming over. Yeah. They start deporting them. They already putting them back on planes.
Told you that we tried to build a wall.
Yeah, he said. and now it's like, oh, we're gonna continue to let Central and South American Mexicans immigrants come over, but they clearly said anybody from Caribbean nations, they just can't, ain't happening. They've been putting them back on the plane. Holler at you later, bro. And it is, and it's clear as day. I told you, whenever black people start coming over here in droves, we're gonna find an immigration policy. We're gonna find
all
one.
that shit.
Dust it off.
They both sides gonna come to a real understanding.
Yeah.
This is how I think we should move, man. Now that the colors are coming over here in bundles.
Yeah, we got enough. We're full. America's full. America's full. We don't need no more. Time out.
This shit is
Training
not
time
full.
out.
The cities are full too. That's like America empty as shit when you really like look at this country, bro.
Yeah,
It's
the big
condensed.
picture of things.
Yeah, they condense us into these cities on purpose. But America got a lot of undeveloped land, a lot of space for everybody.
they got the 5th largest ranch in Texas. The 5th. 400 and some
bigger than the
thousand
Bunny Ranch?
acres. 400 and some thousand acres for sale, $267 million. So you got $276 million
Patch up.
laying in the ashtray.
Y'all trying to patch up?
You can go. Let's go.
I got 5 on it.
400,000 acres. 400,696 square miles.
We'll have a bigger spot than Drake.
Shit.
Man, 267 million, bro. Hey, that's worth it. It got water. It got its own water. It got its own like whole every ecosystem.
You seen Boosie neighborhood? Boosie shit fire.
Yeah.
Boosie got a whole cul-de-sac for his kids, man. I think that shit dope as hell.
Oh yeah.
One thing Boosie be doing is eating all them catfish. He's like he be laying catfish out like he just caught like marlin. He be laying them all across his table like Boosie. Those are catfish, bro. It's like the easiest fish to catch. Like you don't even really gotta. You can walk in the canal and pick up a catfish.
Yeah,
bro.
noodle. You go noodle.
It's like
you just
it's
stick
like
your hand down there.
It's like the Negro goldfish.
That boy had them things laid out like he done caught snappers. But like, man, take this. It's not mahis, man.
He had what,
No sea
75 of them?
bass.
He had 75 of them then in typical Boosie fashion. Hey, say, bro, if anybody listening, man, if you know anybody can come cut these up and fry, we're going to have fish fry, man.
Yeah.
We're going to get a fish fry, man.
For ladies,
I can't-
with catfish.
Nah, I can't eat them bottom feeder.
No, man, I can't. Catfish, and I cannot eat catfish. So disgusting to me, man. People look at me, I'm like, bro, maybe because I ate it a lot growing up, but I can't stand catfish. I can't even stand the smell of
Man,
it.
it got a distinct taste.
Man,
I'm cool on the catfish, cause
I like
and
my
people
fish like
swear, man, catfish. Man, half the catfish they talking about catfish now anyway, swally or whatever that
It
from
is.
China.
I don't like that.
That'll do
Oh,
what?
farm raised. I don't
Yes.
eat no farm raised nothing.
You said it'll swallow you.
Swab, whatever.
Swally fish from China.
that boy done turned into Jonah, didn't he?
And they be telling you it's catfish, and I know the difference.
Get swallowed.
Man, being in the belly of a catfish is wild, boy.
Swallowed up.
When y'all think TD Jake's cancellation gonna start?
It ain't. It ain't.
He put out
It
a
ain't.
Started
They
this
got-
separation.
they
Yeah. He
Man,
trying
they
to
not
distance
gonna
himself.
cancel TD Jakes. All he got to do, he a pastor. He just gonna say he repent, and everybody gonna be like, God is forgiving. Oh Lord. He gonna cry on stage and say, I come
Bro,
to you.
I forgive my pastor for like having outside kids before I forgive him for having fallacious affairs.
Man, they
with
got
ladies.
gay pastors at mega
Like-
churches now, man. Openly gay
I
pastors.
don't
They
go to
got
church,
first
man.
hymns.
I'm just telling you.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying.
What's your stance on mega churches? Like, how you feel about mega churches, Brother Nova?
I don't I don't believe in church like that, bro. Like I believe there is a God and I respect everybody's religious right, but I don't get into all that churchy stuff, bro. Like to me, it's like why I gotta go to a building to worship God, right? He could talk to
I'm
me
with
right
you.
now.
I'm with you on that, bro. Like I'm
You know
with
what
you
I'm
on
saying?
that. No,
Like,
church is really like it should be at home, right? You at home more than you at church. You go to church like a couple hour service a week. If you go multiple times, still like you're wherever you live, what your home should be tabernacle vibes. It should be a spiritual place. Walk in, take your shoes off. Don't be walking like through your house like treat it. It's a temple. So I think like really the church is at home. I'm not a church goer. I grew up in church. I put in my time, bro.
Me too.
Like 5-6 days a week at the church growing up as a kid, bro. So I put in my
Vacation Bible school.
Yeah,
riding
all
in the
that.
church van.
Granny
All
always
that,
had you
bro.
in there.
Riding in
boy.
the church van. And it's
all
like
that, all that.
The thing that I have my biggest qualm with the church is
Penelope.
Nah, not Penelope. But it's how you have people that don't have money, but they giving everything that they got in hopes of being
shit, boy, came to podcast
getting a blessing,
today.
man. And it's like, and they're watching these people.
Right
This
off
person
in
don't even this person don't even have a ride to work, but you got a church van to take them to church to collect their tithing. You have that, but you can't. Why you can't take that same church van and take these people to work? These people ain't got running water, no lights on in the house. Why y'all ain't got your church member with the lights on in their house? You know what I'm saying?
There is quite a few churches that I know of personally that I hear people do get those resources from. But you're right. There's a lot of them that are not, and that's the problem. And they got some people brainwashed because they should be helping their members.
Like, where all this money go? Church tax free. Where does money go?
Shame on them for not doing that. But I mean,
I'll be honest with you, man.
I hear both ways. I
think they need to remodel the tithes and offering format. Right? If I go to your church, like just like you're investing in the building, you know, like you're investing in the entire. Like he's saying, like if you're making a certain amount of bread and you're paying 10% offering, like think about how many years that you're paying 10% of your income to this building, to this place. And like 15 years down the road, you decide that you're leaving that church, bro. Like, what have you invested in?
Right.
Heaven.
You invested a lot, but you walk away with nothing.
Yeah, and they don't even bury.
That's a very considerable investment. Like we're talking about just life. You understand? Like I understand like church and what the Bible's saying, but giving somebody 10% of your income for that amount of years is something you could invest in your kids, property, 401ks, all of that type of stuff. So I think like there's a lot to be community wise. Like it ain't everything ain't about a profit, but like what he was saying, and I've been there. I've been to a church and I'm seeing the church grow, but not seeing the people grow. And I think that's a problem when you start seeing bigger buildings, bigger vehicles. Like you see the church, the schools being built around it. You see the monetization, the choir getting bigger. You know what I'm saying? The drum set getting fire. You know what I'm saying? Like the sound, everything's going up. But you have the same single mothers still catching buses, and there's also, I don't want to get into all that. I'm stop.
No, go ahead.
I'm cool. Go ahead. You got
it. The thing is, it's like, especially like when you look at it too, I don't see a lot of black churches that do daily soup kitchens. I see the white Catholic churches, they do daily soup kitchens. They're feeding the homeless. They're housing the homeless. I don't see too many black churches. Not saying that they don't, but I don't see them having those outreach programs where they're feeding them daily.
Yeah.
Say again?
Yeah, it's not publicized. I haven't heard that in a while.
Well, I think the youth.
You got to pay for church plates.
Not only the youth, I think like
they raise
Yeah. They guarantee you offering and the tithes. Now they got to hit you with like the plate.
Yeah, and you got to pay for the plate. I remember as a kid going back there.
I paid for this food, and I got to pay for it again.
And they like, nah, you can't get it. You got to pay for this plate. But we just gave an offering, and I got to pay to eat
catfish.
Like, come on, man.
Hey, Nugget said that, boy. Catfish.
Come on, and then you got some churches that don't even bury their member. They don't even bury people because they wasn't an active member. They didn't pay their tithes, so we ain't burying them.
Churches.
That's nasty work.
I ain't putting that nigga on my daddy property.
No, church. Like church is a business.
And church is a big business.
It's a business when it's convenient to be a business. Then it's a spiritual tabernacle when it's convenient to be that. It can't be all. Right, that's why Jesus came in. He was turning over money tables because that's how they was treating it. You feel me? And that's how most churches are treating it, bro. They treating it as a tax-free corporate business that they benefiting from. And when it's beneficial to be a spiritual tabernacle that people shouldn't be looking for, like material things and all of that. When they're preaching, they get that off. But on the back end, on the other side, it's a business and they got bills to pay.
And still gonna drive drive off in a G-Wagon.
There's
some good preachers. There are some good preachers out there, and there are some.
Absolutely.
For the most part, I think every man should lead their house spiritually. You know, like that's another thing too. I think the format of how church is set up, like I don't know, like ideally, like how it's just you see what it is, so corrupt, right? And we all grown ass men. We know how men move at the end of the day. I don't care how spiritual
They
you
cover
are.
a lot of.
Yeah, bro. Like you are flesh, and there's certain things in certain ways these guys be moving that don't be, you know, like just on manly things, like outside.
Yeah, don't
of,
be righteous. Yeah.
don't be righteous. You know what I'm saying? Moves. You feel me? Like, here's one thing. Like I said, if you got a church full of single women, right? Like single, like even if they're married and their husband's not in the building, right? At the end of the day,
who's walking up to their car and stuff like that? Yeah,
not to the car. It's like this church is about family.
Yeah.
You know, God got a certain order that He's preaching and He putting together in this book. So if you got a bunch of single women that aren't coming to the church with their husband, what are you teaching them? You feel me? Like, or if it's like the marital status, like, is there a family dynamic in your building? I've been to too many churches where it's just full of women.
And you think,
and then we see the infidelity,
something that's keeping them husbands away, that are not encouraging them to bring the family and make sure that the husband and the unit comes together as one. Are they feeding something to them that's keeping it just like that? That's a problem.
Right. So like I'm not. I think there should be like some growth. Yeah, you just gotta like be aware of, you know, who's leading you. But at the end of the day, like every man got to work out their own salvation. You know, like you're in charge of your salvation. So like if you're a man, lead your house in a spiritual manner as much as you can. You know, don't leave that into the hands of a man at a church that you don't know what he's doing in his house, in his bedroom, and if he's living righteous, and hopefully he's prayed up, you know. But every man got to be, you know, ahead of his own house, spirituality and all that type of stuff.
And those preachers and pastors and all, they still human.
Correct.
They are human. They might be a man of the cloth, but they are human.
But then they get up there and they preach to you that you shouldn't go to your sin, but then they up there sinning. And then they ask you, I come to you naked in the name of the Lord. Absolve me of all my sins. They go ahead, Pastor. Go ahead.
We got church trauma, bro. I got church trauma too. I got church trauma too, bro.
I just hate how it prey upon the poor community. When you ride through the hood, you see a church on every other corner, man.
Every other, it's like 4 on every corner. You mean?
And it's all the money going to the church, man. People they will not miss a Wednesday Bible study, a Sunday morning service, a Sunday night service. They ain't missing no services. Friday, all that. Man.
Yeah, I believe in all. I believe in it. But I think like the way we approach spirituality need to be. We need to reteach ourselves in every manner. We need to restudy this stuff. Here's one thing too. This is me on my weekend thing, right? So I got into this whole talking with somebody at the resort, bro.
I gotta sit up on this one.
Lady told me, she said, I don't respect no Christian that hasn't read the Bible from front to back. She said people will walk around here calling themselves Christian, living this whole spirituality, condemning people, judging people, talking to people crazy, and they never even read the book from front to back.
And even if they did read it from front to back, what did they understand? Did they study?
I just need you to go from front to back one time.
Reading one time. Who cares? I don't care if you read it at one time. What are you practicing? You know, and what are you understanding from? Because we all had to. If you grew up,
you haven't taken the time out to read a full book. Bible study. Like that tells me a lot about your dedication and your discipline towards your spirituality. If you haven't taken the time, I read a full Bible as a young 11, 12-year-old kid.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So if you have never read it, if you have never read, I understand, like understanding level, nobody's ever going to fully understand the Bible because it's all about like perception and interpretation, right? And it's always going to be disagreements, and that's why the book is so beautiful, right? But if you can't take out the time to say, yo, in a year span, because they have like different plans for you to get you through this. At this point, you can get an app that'll walk you through how many you need to read to get to the full Bible. But If you want to take yourself seriously in something you're saying that gets you to heaven, then this is your God, right? God should be number one in your life. So this number one thing that's in your life and that gets you to heaven, you haven't read that manual from front to back one time. And you walk around calling yourself and labeling yourself something that you haven't read from
Fully.
front to back fully one time.
That's one
And
answer.
when
So
she
what-
said that shit to me, I was like, yo, I like this. This is a gem. I like when somebody just hit me with some shit that, like, I believe that, but I never put that into like a sentence. Like, how seriously are you taking your spirituality if you haven't read the book from front to back?
My thing is, man, the slaves couldn't read, so were they not Christians?
That's a whole different topic.
You don't want to do that on this show. How much time we got? I get it.
They got beaten to submission to believe in that thing, man. Look at us now.
But that's a different. I think that's a different aspect of what Silk is trying to say, though.
I know.
It's a valid point. It's a valid point.
To her,
I think
to her, I would have said, well,
no, because what she brung up was a valid point. Like, how can you be
we're in
devoted to something
2024,
But
and you can't
gotta
even
take that further, because like I told y'all a couple of shows ago, whatever, like I started back rereading again, but I did a shorter program this time where I get a fast track and it kind of skips around a little bit. But it's, for me, as you get older, is much different from when I read it in my 20s and when I read it in my teens growing up, and then now. And
It's
so
definitely a
for
good
me,
book to
it's
read.
more important
It's a
because there's a
beautiful book.
foundation there when you grew up in the church or whatever, or whatever, you grew up in things like that in the church. But it's a whole different thing when you're an adult and you're trying to stay in His Word and practice what you preach and be that Christian that you can be proud of, that you look in the mirror and you know that you're truly believing God and He is the head.
which is what she's saying. How can you have that pride and you haven't read it front to back?
It's just tradition.
I
It's
know. I
taught.
understand that. I'm not saying that that's not a good. That everyone should. Every Christian should. But if you did it back when you was a kid like me for the first time, and the second time in your 20s where it didn't mean as much as it does now that I'm reading it, there's more to that. And so I just wouldn't just go around and being like, well, you haven't read the whole Bible. Yeah, you need to read the whole Bible, and you need to study too. You need to have your Bible, and you need to have your a study Bible right there if you really want to get with the things that she's saying that you should be getting from it as a Christian. Because just
No,
reading
she ain't even saying getting from it. She's just saying
it's not gonna give you enough.
Where's the devotion and dedication?
there's no devotion. Like, people be prideful. Like the conversation we was having was like her saying like people be prideful and like judgmental, calling themselves things, like attaching themselves to beliefs. But it really be traditions. It really because understanding is one thing, but I think it should be a prerequisite. Like, for anybody though, like, you got to read this thing front to back
For yourself.
like, just basically before you get baptized. They'll go baptize people. They will call you saved. They will do all these things without hey, no instructions on, hey, go do this. And people just start going to church and just like taking whatever lessons. And that's how like traditions and a little bit of brainwashing starts, because nobody has taken the time out to read this thing and interpret it for themselves. So I think just front to back.
We all got baptized when we were young, right? When did you get baptized?
Yeah, and it's toxic.
But
that's toxic.
but that's what he's saying.
That's
though.
what I'm saying. Like, that's
So yeah, it's definitely a big tradition. That's what it is.
yeah, and that's what the Bible even preaches against. And if you read that, like, we'll start seeing like the Bible talks about man turning into a tradition. Like, it's just culture, like a country club. Like, you get together on Sundays, you talk about certain things, and everybody get together, they see each other, decent outfit on, get a little studying of the Bible, and they go home. But when they get home, are they cracking that book open? Are they really applying the principles,
the things
that's
that
in that book,
yeah.
and applying it to their daily lives? Or is it just, I go there on a Sunday, I get my hour sermon, and I just go home, and then people are calling themselves Christian, and they're not reading that book front to back. So I just ask the average person, have they read the Bible from front to back? And they're gonna tell you no. And in the same breath, they'll call themselves Christian. And I think that's a little bit of hypocrisy, and people need to be more dead serious about their beliefs.
I'm
Can
with
you
you.
listen to it on audiobooks and get the same effect, or
I believe you can learn any type of way. Like I think if you want to take it in, I advise you to read still. But if you want to start off with an audio version of any book, bro, like however you can retain information,
Exactly.
like retain it, get it, retain it, take
Like,
notes.
you at work every night, listening to it, and that's all you can do. You can't pull out a book or whatever, but yeah.
Yeah, I think the disconnect for us is like because there's churches on, like you said, there's churches on every corner in the hood. There's churches everywhere in white communities as well. I think the disconnect for us, like
Trey, you be saying that, dog, but that's not just our church.
I'm
We
talking
have
about
way
here.
more. We have way more. Like it's stats of like how condensed it is, bro. Like I didn't mean to cut you off, but white churches in the white neighborhood isn't the same type of numbers, bro. It's just, like religions is sold a little bit different in our neighborhood. And
I'm just going off the neighborhood. I'm in a white neighborhood, and I'm seeing it's churches on every block in the neighborhood I'm in. So I'm basing it off of my demographic. I wasn't like.
It's like liquor stores. There's liquor stores in white neighborhoods too, but it's just more in the hood. Like
no, they call
condensed.
What's the
ABC Spirit?
No, what's the one wine place? What's the one wine place?
Wine.
Total Wines.
Total Wine.
Yeah, Total
something like
Wine,
that.
and then there's
That other
another one. That's their liquor stores, and the supermarkets are their liquor
But
stores.
they got everything though. They got everything.
They ain't got
But go ahead, Trey.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't.
I was just saying, like
trying to
condensed wise. I just want to say that condensed wise, like our shit is like crazy. Like there'd be like four churches in like 100 feet.
Yeah, I mean, you go into some of these white, urban, rural places, it's the same shit. It's what like the Bible Belt. Like,
Yeah. Oh,
ain't a
Mississippi.
lot of-
You better believe it's a line of churches down the street.
But no, what I was trying to say is this disconnect for us is is
Poor. Yeah, like I'm not gonna discredit that of like churches preying on poor communities. Sometimes poor like don't have a color, right?
Absolutely.
You gotta get that tithing, man. Tithing is the same color, green.
This man, dog.
But go ahead, Trey. What you got?
Yeah, get your shit out, Trey.
I'm good, man. We can move. We've been on this.
Trey, the wet
we
gospel.
We just started talking about this.
Wet lives matter. The wet gospel.
No, I was just saying, like, I think the disconnect is when it comes pertaining to this generation and the youth is when we was growing up, a lot of the church leaders and like you, even back when MLK, they was active in politics and in their communities and actively trying to like make change. Now, like when anything was to happen with the community, you don't see them actively like trying to get involved with it. They kind of just like,
Because they don't get paid
don't
for
talk
that.
about it. So I think that's I think the big difference in what we see now is like, y'all not really trying to stand for anything. You just want to collect your check and live your plush life, especially when it comes to the mega churches. Like they have whatever political campaign give them the money, they're not gonna say anything about them. They're just gonna like take the money and
Church is all about politics now, man.
Yeah.
Church is all about politics now. It's like Pookie gets shot in the street. The church go, is he
Church
a
ain't
paying
gonna say
member?
nothing.
Did he pay his tithing? Okay, we ain't gonna say nothing. Then. We good.
That's
Just gonna leave
I
that
just
out
thinking
there.
we just like even then we still talking about the church with earthly things and worldly things, right? You know what I'm saying? Like it's different world. Like whatever going on in the government, the politics in the world. Like of course MLK them they did their thing, and I think that's dope. But like spiritually, like where are we at? You know what I'm saying? Like devoutness and like discipline to our beliefs. Like where are we at from that standpoint? Like forget government, forget the neighborhood, all of that. Like in a spiritual realm, and there's a lot missing from that. There's a lot of hoopla around what we got going on, but when you look at the principles and things like that, I think there's a lot to be desired, and to be taught from a family dynamic. It's not harped on. Like if you're a righteous preacher and you got a church full, and I'm gonna keep going back to this, you got a church full of incomplete families, you gotta like there's something you're not getting through. You're not leading your sheep right if you don't have full families in your congregation, if you're not trying to figure out why is that an issue, because God got a certain order in the Bible, and why is that not we get into hierarchy talk. We can segue into that. We've been trying to get that geo topic.
Trying to get that take off for a minute.
4 or 5. Yeah, get your shit off. What you got on your mind?
It's a little bit of a different take, but we'll still put it under the hierarchy umbrella. I remember a couple years back, I was talking to a young lady, and she was just more or less like, it will be hard for her to date somebody with children. And she was like, I'm going to use you for an example. She said, it's going to be hard for me to date you because you have 2 daughters. So she's like, I'm already going to play third fiddle. And so then I sat there and I thought about it. Like, I get what you're saying, but in the same sense, like, a relationship wouldn't be successful if the children were put before the marriage. You see what I'm saying? Or the union. But I understood what she was saying. She was like, you already have people in position in your life. So how do you negate it? And then I know that this is a thing about dating, and we can do the whole, who's going to fix who played first. So to tie it into, like you said, with the family structure, like, I know it's a big debate on who comes first. Is it, you know what I'm saying, the union, the marriage, the man and the woman, or is it the child or the children before the relationship? Like, you got women putting their children before their man, or, you know what I'm saying, a man saying, hey, this is my child. I'm going to make sure they straight first before I make sure that, you know what I'm saying, our household is straight. So that was just a hierarchy question. Like, how would y'all view it? Does it go wife, children, or does it go children, wife, or, you know what I'm saying, things of that nature?
Man, give me my plate first.
Wife, husband, children. Wife, children.
Out of here, man.
I don't want my plate first. I'll let my kids eat first. I'll let my family eat.
Right. Now, see, that's me too. That's me too.
Put my plate to the side.
I'm different. I don't know. They can eat.
Put my plate to the side.
Whatever left over, then I'll figure that shit out later on. But I want to make sure that they eat first, and then
we talking about food. Most parents generally feed the kids first when we talk about food. But when you take it to a whole nother level, as like honestly making sure you're taking care of your partner first, so that y'all both can be better equipped to take care of the kids that you have, that you're taking care of. That's a whole different kind of thought process. And I think sometimes moms, we get it wrong out here a lot of times when we put the kids are so overcome with everything that the kids won't need and everything that we don't take care of the relationship and take care of the man who's providing and things like that. And he's kind of just going along and like, oh, she's taking care of the kids, but that eventually causes issues. So I'm not talking about, not who plate you fixing first or whatever. It's bigger than that.
Fix my plate first.
Yeah, fix my shit first too. Like, in hindsight, I used to be on the shit like, don't feed the kids first, but like
they play over the food anyway.
Sometimes shit be
Would you say sometimes it be what, bro?
Fuck it, I don't know, bro.
My bad.
Nah, you good.
My bad. No, it's if you look at the hierarchy in the animal kingdom, like I was watching something with the monkeys, the baboons was eating the monkey, and they give the good parts to the strong members of the crew first,
so they can continue to protect.
Yeah. And the babies get like the little leftovers, the less desirable parts are given
everybody
to the
ain't
kids.
eating good shit in your house.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, I'm not finna scrape the giblets off the bone. I'm not finna eat the gristle.
No, everybody. I'm gonna make enough where everybody can eat some good shit.
Yeah, everybody gonna eat good.
I don't feel the urge the way my shit gotta go.
No, you gotta be urged, but like sometimes shit become like, that's what I was about to say. It becomes like a thing of habit, right? Like if you continually put yourself last, and then motherfucker forget your birthday. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how it be, and that's what I've learned like through like my manhood. Like if you continually, hey, somebody mute in the background. Yeah. If you continually put yourself last, right? Like not on some like you don't care about your kids, not anything like that. But you continually like on Christmas, you make sure everybody's great and you not. You know what I'm saying? Just, every time something come around, you making sure everybody good and you not. Like that becomes a thing, and then one day that shit just hit you like a brick wall. Like, bro, I'm making sure everybody good, and everybody's just assuming I'm good, right? You know what I'm saying? So like, just from like a habit situation, take care like a lion do and the lioness do. Like that male lion, the king, finna eat first. You know what I'm saying? Because without him protecting shit and making shit go, like this shit ain't gonna function right. So just from learn behavior from my perspective. I used to be the same way, like not feed my kids first, but now like my mindset's a little bit different on that because you know what I'm saying? Like one of them times, like you gonna go to feed yourself last, ain't gonna be shit there. You know what I'm saying? And you be like, damn.
No,
they done messed over. They done messed up. They ain't even eat half the food. They done played over.
I think that's where respect comes in play. I think from like if my wife was to cook the meal, like I'm not gonna, because sometimes I don't want to eat the same time they eat, and I'm not gonna say, oh, okay, nobody eat until I eat.
Set my plate to the side.
Like, it's not that deep for me.
Make my plate covered up. Put it in the microwave.
Yeah, I hear you.
That's how it was.
As long as there's enough food for me later on to go make my own, I can make my own plate. I don't need nobody to make my plate.
The way these kids be eating, ain't no coming back.
They will eat your food. They will.
Ain't no coming.
I told my daughter, stop taking.
I think this
the
conversation is
last
deeper
without
than just making a plate, right? I think it's like on like just.
Exactly.
I don't think like Nova's talking about like you know what I'm saying he ain't got money for food, anything like that. I think it's from a mindset. And just a whole family dynamic thing of like the importance, like to a certain degree. Sometimes, bro, us as men, we got to take our time to like, you know, to like you said, respect trade. Sometimes you got to make sure there's a certain level of respect kept up. You know, it ain't just about who got the plate first or anything like that. Like sometimes dads start getting treated like shit, bro, just because of dad just want to please everybody. We get into like people pleasing things as fathers. And Gio was talking about, we were talking about this pre-show a little bit of like how we do. Like sometimes we cater to our kids a little bit too much because we really
handicap them.
Yeah, to a certain degree. So it sometimes it just be, man. That's just being holding myself accountable to a lot of things that in my family dynamic that I had to like correct, you know, the way, you know. And it don't be people doing anything to you. It be how you respond and how you act to things. You know what I'm saying?
Or what you let slide, like you said, what you let slide.
We all love our kids. I don't think it's that deep, but I think it's just from a hierarchy standpoint of like what's important. I want my daughter and like my son both to know. My daughter know when she go marry the man, the most important, like as far as like leadership in that home is gonna be the husband. You know, I tell my son the same thing. Leadership role, you're one day when you become a husband, that's your job. My daughter know her dude, that's his job, you know. So you gotta teach those things that are important. So if not, like dad becomes the guy that's you watch these TV shows, bro. You watch like how they had the dad, he gets treated like he's just there.
Yeah. I think for me it's just a little different because I'm gonna teach them, you know, through example on like how to treat a woman, how to, you know, be a man in your home, how they should, you know, by me treating my wife. But when it comes, I'm also going to teach them how to cook, how to prepare their own meals, how to kind of do their own thing. So when you, like, they're at the age now where like, okay, if you want to go eat, you can go cook your own food.
Plate.
Like,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
I don't know.
Now, look, I'm like, I didn't understand it when I was a kid. My dad didn't eat off paper plates. My mom
no
would
dudes
do
that lifestyle like that.
My
mom,
mom,
I get it now. Like,
my mom would, when she was mad at him, she would put it on a paper plate, and my dad, you bring that paper plate to him, mother, I worked too goddamn hard to eat on some motherfucking paper plates. Put my shit on a goddamn plate around this motherfucker.
I gotta meet your daddy, dog.
Hey,
dad I got him on my
up.
bucket list. Like I want to have a whiskey with this man, bro. He all right.
It might be a little abuse,
but no, he never put it. That he never like that, put his hands.
That
on
wasn't abuse
mom.
in that era. That's abuse in 2024. Back then, that was good ass. That's regular ass house shit right there.
Yeah.
That was her passive aggressive way of saying she mad at him.
She mad.
Motherfucker, put my shit on a plate, on a regular plate is regular family dynamics in the 80s and 90s, dog. That ain't.
Nah, he wouldn't. He didn't go for it, dog. He didn't go for it. You're not playing with him.
Uncle Phil was doing shit like that.
My mom made my dad plate first, put it up because he'd be at work most of the time. So she'll make his plate, put it in the microwave. So when he come home, we hear the car, we get up, we go warm it up for him, and we bring it to him. He go sit in his lazy boy. We go bring him the plate.
Yeah. Real
boy, you bring him a paper plate, boy. We already know when we walking over there, man. Mama done set us up, boy.
Now y'all gotta catch fire for what she did.
and he look at
crazy.
What the fuck? Ada! What the fuck this shit on the goddamn paper plate for? Fuck you,
your mom again. I'll tell moms, I'm not taking this man no paper plate. You crazy? Are you kidding me?
And she just go like this. and he goddamn
you already know.
Shit, goddamn it. Feed me. I ain't no fucking dog. I ain't no goddamn dog around this motherfucker.
Yeah, that's the 90s, baby. That's definitely the 90s, man.
As I got older,
have a drink with him, man.
Hey, he gonna smoke with you too.
Oh shit, that's my guy.
He gonna smoke with you too. But
I see why he swung on you, bro.
not me, man. But as I got older, I understood where he was coming from with that mentality. You know, you put in all this work, you put in all this hard work, and I pay for the water in this motherfucker that you wash the dishes with. I brought the dishes. You not finna give me no paper plate, man.
Shit for y'all.
Put it on the plate. Put it on a regular plate and serve me my food.
Oh yeah, she probably your mom wasn't working then, right?
No, she worked. My mom worked. She did nursing.
Damn, did nursing, wash the dishes.
5 kids. No, we wash the dishes. We wash the dishes. My mama cooked. My mama cooked, and we washed all the dishes.
Ain't no black women finna do it all now. Like,
we washed our. We had chores around there. We squirreled the baseballs with toothbrushes. Man, we had chores around there. Best believe it. It was, and you wake up to a whooping if them dishes in there. If my mom woke up at 5 a.m. for her to go to work, and she got in that kitchen and dishes was in that sink, guess who getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning?
You.
That's how you
exactly.
That's how you got the schedule going right now.
Yep.
Nice.
I got something.
Just trying to figure out how this trickle down.
She did not play
trickle down economics.
She did not play about them dishes, and that was like her pet peeve, man.
She done cooked and fed y'all. Somebody doing them dirty.
You better clean up the kitchen. You cleaning up the house. You folded. You washing the clothes.
Shit, what you talking about? Y'all don't do that no more. Yeah, you talking about?
What you think? My daughter just texted me and she was like, "Mama, I finished the dishes."
Would you order Uber Eats? Y'all putting y'all shit out paper plates on
I cooked, and then she didn't feel like she didn't do them yesterday. So yeah.
What'd you cook, dog?
Turkey necks.
She don't even want to say it. She ain't proud of it. She ain't proud of it. Yeah. That's what she cooked. She
collard greens,
some eggs, collard greens. Oh, you cook collard greens today?
I cooked collard greens yesterday.
Oh, okay.
And they better the next day to me.
And with pasta, that's
and
crackhead.
And then I had made some little chicken, baked some chicken on the side.
You know, Negroes, we call macaroni and cheese pasta.
None of that was planned, and it was just random. But those are the 3 things we wanted. So.
Yeah. Now shout out to the macaroni, cheese, and spaghetti, and collard greens.
That's a wild plate. Sure.
That's an ignorant plate, boy.
You did
that plate unrighteous than a motherfucker, boy.
You did spaghetti and collard greens?
I didn't do spaghetti. I don't eat spaghetti that much. Every once in a while.
I like what they say ghetto spaghetti, where you mix the sauce and the noodles together.
How's that ghetto?
Yeah, y'all grew out of that.
Yeah. That's spaghetti, right?
It's supposed to be separate.
I know it's supposed to be separate, but I don't like it. Like I'm just, man.
Come on, spaghetti just go crazy, man.
Man, mix it together.
Because I'm doctoring up my spaghetti.
The next day spaghetti good. Good.
It's gonna give you heartburn but it's gonna.
You can eat it cold and everything. I haven't had spaghetti.
Yeah, bro, you gotta go to the doctor. You eat it cold, bro.
Yeah.
Why?
You eat cold pizza too, then, huh?
I can. I can eat a lot of cold food. After doing this job for as long as I've been doing it, I can eat pretty much anything cold. You just happy to get a meal.
I still gotta nuke my food, and I don't like microwave.
You might well get your shit on a paper plate then.
Hey, you finna be on one of them commercials, bro, in a minute.
Yeah, I've been using microwave in like 3 years.
I try to use
microwave, and if I do
warm it
use
up in the skillet.
sorry.
Cast iron.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
go.
I had this thing I sent my kids the other day, bro. I thought I read it. I found it. This quote, scrolled across it on Twitter. But dude said, the role of the father is sacrosanct. Order and discipline must not be sacrificed on the altar of love. Therefore, seek to be respected than to be loved by your children. You can't be both. Children only love and appreciate their fathers when they grow up. If you choose to be loved and not respected when the kids are young, they'll hate you when they grow up. Be wise.
Send that
And
to
that's
me.
like, I'm gonna send it to you. That shit is real. Like to like, yeah, let me send it to y'all. But I read it and it made it because I was on that path a little bit of just like, just maneuvering a little bit different as a dad, like instilling that, like I always demanded respect, but just like to a different level. You know what I'm saying? I also want my kids to know like there's a certain, approach to a father. There's certain conversations I'm gonna have with them. They're gonna look at me like I got 3 heads sometimes because it's gonna be super serious. And I'm gonna talk about a lot of serious things that your mom may not talk to or anybody else in your life may not talk to you about. The serious things I'm gonna talk to you about as young Black kids and your space on this earth and like spirituality, a lot of things that I gotta give you game wise that's gonna not be as friendly, like because I gotta have the hard conversations about a lot of tough shit. You feel me? And I want a certain respect level on that, especially when they start getting to a certain age. They're not babies no more. So there's a certain, energy that I gotta bring to the table just to maintain that level of respect. And then when they get older, they won't understand that shit now. That's why I loved it. Like, they won't get it now. But when they get older, and I know that from myself. Like, when I got older, bro, I'm like, my dad's a fucking genius. When it hit me one day like a train, I'm like, bro, this motherfucker is brilliant. If I was been listening to this guy, a long time ago, like I could have, like a lot of things made sense. You feel me?
Yeah.
But and my dad was like that. Like my dad was like, we had good relationship, like fatherhood, but it was a certain level of respect and certain things that he was gonna move. A lot of conversations he was gonna have with you that was tough. Like different than mom. Mom was gonna lead with a different type of energy and love and compassion. And sometimes fathers gotta like be that harsh reality and tell them about the ills of the world and what this world will really do to you. How they really trying to seek and destroy like young minds, young souls. Like this shit'll chew you up. And somebody gotta have that conversation with their young babies before they push them out there. And gotta have that energy, not just a conversation, but gotta live that, steady conversation. I'm talking too much. Go ahead.
That's true.
No, you
I know
good.
you good.
You don't, the streets will, and that ain't gonna be a good look.
Yeah, it's crazy that you brought that up because I was thinking, well, I had a similar moment where like, because like each child that you have is different. Like my oldest, we like when she was like we had a different bond than what my youngest had, and then I was always like like stern, not I don't want to say stern, but like like giving like good like positive like I can motivate her different. My oldest, I can motivate her a lot different. So when it came to my youngest, she couldn't receive the way that I would motivate my youngest the same way. So like when I would come home, or like she would see me, she would just run upstairs. So she was high. I'm like, damn, I always felt a certain type of way. Like, damn, like I want when I walk in the house, I always remember when my parents they walk in the house, I always ran to them. I want that love. Like, so it always made me feel a certain type of way. But then recently, like she's been the one that coming to me like early, like talking to me and just giving me pouring into me, and it just she's getting older and she's seeing like a different, he ain't what I thought he was. You know what I'm saying? And I heard something earlier which reminded me of what you said, and it's crazy how like God worked. But it was like he said friction is healthy and it stimulates growth, creativity, and learning. And you can't always run from your problems. You know what I'm saying? You gotta find when you're dealing with love, you gotta have those
tough conversations.
It's gonna be some discomfort, but you gotta have those uncomfortable conversations and don't run from it. And I think that's where the love really is. Like you can't just always like run from your problems.
Absolutely.
That's where the love is at, man. The tough conversations, bro.
Yeah.
Go ahead, my bad.
Because that would go back to how we be saying all the time about trying to be their friend. That when you trying to be their friend, you ain't having those kind of conversations with them, and then they ill prepared.
No, I hold my friends accountable, so I ain't mad about the friend thing. I just think there's a certain level of respect you got to hold. But like,
even my friends around me, I'm gonna hold them accountable. So like when I say if I treat my kids like my friends, that ain't always a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah,
I
and
didn't mean
with
to cut you
her,
off, Shell.
Hmm?
I ain't mean to
Yeah.
cut you off or anything. But
No. Go ahead.
yeah, and with her, it wasn't always like uncomfortable conversation. It was just like she, her approach. Like I said, every child is different. Like I can
Yeah.
like my oldest, she was into sports. She was into a lot of things that she saw dad, and she wanted to emulate a lot of stuff that I was doing. My youngest, she was totally like into books, theater, and music. Like she was just different. Like and as a parent, you gotta see your child on how they receive like learning and try to navigate those waters. Sometimes it's difficult. It's not easy, especially when you mom, dad, and you working, working those long hours, and you come home and then in your mind you're like, damn, I just want like everybody to kind of just like ask me how my day. Like you want to
Yeah, you gotta. That's why you gotta let them know when you walking out. Hey, listen, this is the order around it. When I walk in, I need everybody to come get a rundown and debriefing of how my day went, and then y'all go in the kitchen and fix my plate first. All y'all together fix my shit. Like you do the appetizers every time. You make the drink. You get my napkin and set my dinner tray up right in front of the table. Now,
like a king.
Yeah, set up a little routine.
Bro, my grandfather was the epitome of that shit, bro. Like a real king of his castle. Like when we used to take my grandfather boots off, like real shit. When my grandfather came in, my grandmother had a plate of food hot, ready to go. And then when he sat down to eat, like with the grandchildren, we're gonna come unlace his boots, take it, trade and you rotated when it was your turn to take the boots off, type shit, bro. That's just what it was, man.
We loved it too.
And when I was a kid, I was like, this who this motherfucker think he is? You know what I'm saying? But when I got older, I was like, well, shit, I wish I had a motherfucker take these Jordans off just like, you know what I'm saying?
It's different. You know what I'm saying? Back then, they had them slave toes.
I don't know how you got the slave toes, bro. Like, I don't know how.
Them boy feet were different back then. I ain't no way, bro. Them boy,
they got to do with them taking lotion. What they got to do with them taking the shoes off, though?
We just took the shoes off. I don't think we took the socks off.
Yeah, I never took his socks off. I don't know what his toes was doing.
I did rub his feet later on in life. I did,
You seen your granddaddy toes?
But when we were younger, we just pulled them boots off.
So y'all had this tradition too, like
I had the same thing with my dad.
Yeah, and then
who set that whole play up? Grandma set that play up.
She sure
Granddaddy
did.
come in here, he sit down, make sure you go take his boots off. Like grandma setting the whole hospitality vibe up. We missing grandmas that set the family hospitality vibe for the dads, man.
Nah, social media got it, man. The shade room telling them what to do. Don't do nothing for them. Just go spin that bag and go to brunch and get drunk.
Yeah.
When he finished, we knew that don't be
Damn, girl, you taking off shoes?
Yeah. You taking off shoes?
Damn, girl, what kind
pick me. She'll pick me.
Why you?
Yeah, that's what they call it, a pick me.
You doing all that? He ain't gonna do nothing but cheat on you anyway.
Yeah.
How dare you treat your man right?
How dare you compliment your dude? What is wrong with you?
Love
girl?
him? What the hell?
Post him then. Then the whole time they trying to get at him. They in his DMs. I do that for you. I really.
I take them shoes off, baby.
Yeah, but hey, switching gears before we get up out of here. We got a question from a fan.
What we got?
Of the show. They said, how do you properly approach your coworker to inform them they smell? I work in a hospital and a nurse came to me and informed me of one of my coworkers smells that the odor is loud. How should that person be approached professionally?
Loud like that Zaza?
Little Zaza.
Not loud like they stink.
When you're musty on Zaza, that's crazy.
Leave them an ex gift set at their desk.
That's wow.
Huh?
Leave them an ex gift set at their desk.
No, boy, I got trauma from Axe. I got trauma from Axe. I got trauma from Axe. I can't even when I smell it, I get a headache.
I mean, shoot, that ain't your boo.
No. What do you? What? Nah, you just gave up. You just gave up or something. What do you got wearing Axe?
No, nobody.
And he got the body spray.
You gonna get what's in the Kroger's if I'm buying you for coworkers. Okay?
I ain't buying no smell good for coworkers. I'm gonna tell you stink.
Yeah,
I'm gonna pull you to the side and I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna say, hey man, how's everything going, man? How's your life, man? Everything good in your life, man? Hey, do you need anything, man? What do you mean? Do I need anything, man?
No, I'm straight, man. I'm all right. I'm good.
You come to work with an odor on, man, and I just want to know if you all right. Do you have access to clean water to take a shower or a bath?
Yeah, I pay my water bill.
Okay, well then, could you take a? Do you mind freshening up? Or do you believe in? Are you vegan or something?
Don't put that on vegans now. Don't put that on vegans.
You wear native? Do you have native deodorant on?
Catching strays. I don't know why the plant-based people are catching strays about.
Maybe it ain't your place.
About being
that
musty.
is my place because I'm smelling it.
I got the aluminum free deodorant, but I smell kosher, baby.
Because you're affecting my well-being. Your smell is affecting my ability to work. You can't be if you're in a hospital stinking, you're putting everybody else at risk. It's just like food service. You can't come.
They're
hospital.
Yeah, that's what they work at. She said.
Oh shit, a hospital.
I work in the hospital, and the nurse came to me and informed me of one of my coworkers' smells.
Another nurse.
The odor is loud.
So do what you gotta do.
You know what loud is?
Go ahead.
Stinky. He's musty.
Yeah, and you can't be like that in no hospital, man.
All right, we're trying to get the people some guidance here. Trey, what you got?
No, what you got to do is like, all right, go ahead and change out. Bring your scrubs back real quick.
What?
Once they bring the scrubs back, you say, "Hey, smell it." That's you.
So they be standing there naked? Like we mean they gotta get naked?
They go there in civilian clothes.
No,
they change out. Go to or give them a swab test. Y'all got Q-tips around that motherfucker. Swab his armpit. Say, look, smell this.
I think that's against like company policy. I don't think you just.
It's two ways to approach.
I'll
this.
sue the shit out of you. Just swab my armpit.
I wish you would.
It's two ways to approach this, man.
The Silk General Hospital, bitch. Like the hell.
You have a professional. You have a professional counseling with them.
Raising the dead with that must
on the policies and the reason why you need to be clean and maintained because you can pass diseases on to people.
Yeah, it should be some in the handbook. Yeah.
So
in the Musty Man handbook,
you have that's one way. Another way, the second way,
Musty Man handbook.
Hold on, the second way to get them, and hey, you can remain anonymous. You put a customer complaint in and say they smell so funky, don't ever bring them back to work. That way, now the higher ups have
That's all
for action.
Act like they're a patient. Said.
No, see what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna email the
exactly.
Act like the patients are complaining.
I'm sending.
No, that's what I'm saying. As a customer get more traction than anonymous customer get more traction than you emailing higher ups.
Absolutely.
No, not email. I'm gonna send out, bro. I'm gonna send. This is gonna hit everybody.
But if you do it anonymous, say you was a customer in room 239.
No, we need to have a company meeting about stank people. And that's what I'm gonna make it known in the email that I sent to the entire hospital and everybody that needs to be at this meeting that we all got to work and people are stank. And I think instead of us maybe creating a human resource, it's certain keywords you put in the email where you're gonna get people attention. And as somebody that worked in corporate America, and you start throwing human resources and possible that type of stuff of
policies and code of conduct.
Correct. We need to have conversations about personal hygiene. There's a human resource, and I think liable situation where people aren't comfortable. That's all you got to say.
And then I'm gonna go like this in the email. I'm gonna reply all.
Who the hell is buying? Who the hell is buying the cheap aluminum-free vegan deodorant?
The native. Who buying that native deodorant?
When you go vegan deodorant, you better get the good one. Don't go bargain shopping on the aluminum-free.
Man, just put some baking soda on under your arm, bro.
There you go. Some lime slices. That's it.
Some what?
Some lime.
I never heard of lime slices.
Lime slices.
You put lime slices under your armpit?
Yes, sir. The acidity.
Oh, boy, I know Gio musty.
That boy smell like a warehouse
right now, boy.
Somebody else to do it.
Smell like a field of onions.
That boy smell like a butt naked mountain goat.
Fresh cut onions. That boy walking through that.
That boy
White
smell like an Afghanistan mountain goat. Boy, you smell crazy hell. Putting
bet money.
That's the way.
Hey, Gio, raise your hand, Gio, real quick. Oh, yellow. Oh man, Gio,
all them
that shit through the screen, boy. You crazy?
My body
hell.
got rid of them toxins.
Lime.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Eric, do it.
You
gonna smell like an immigrant that just crossed the goddamn border. You put some lime, like you walking through the desert to get here and jump the wall.
I'm not trying to
build a wall around Milwaukee.
Now if you don't want to counsel them, fire that anonymous complaint box up. I guarantee you, it's gonna because the other end of that complaint box, they're gonna answer it.
They need to know. I want them to know.
Get that name, everything.
Because everybody, I hate being around people that don't want to tell people they stink. Like, not everybody sitting here held hostage by the stink, and nobody want to tell the stink person.
Nah, I'm gonna tell. I tell you, because I want you to tell me if I stink. If I come in,
I'm gonna tell you,
man. Let me know, bro.
You don't smell that, bro.
I wouldn't
You
do
a little
it
tart
because
today.
at work.
Then I'm gonna have to go jump in the
Not
shower.
tart, bro.
Reapply that native.
These are a whole bunch of people you don't work with. I'm not going to be the one.
That's such a southern phrase, bro.
Tart.
When you go
And what if
post,
you-
somebody tell you was
What if you the tart boss?
You know your grandma told you smell tart, boy.
You tart, boy.
I ain't
Boy,
heard
you smell
that
like outside. You smell
Outside, you smell like outside.
You smell like,
100%.
and bro, that junk is real. Smelling like outside is
It
real,
definitely
boy.
is.
That's the
boy.
thing.
Yeah, what if you the tart boss? If you the boss of it, you like, boy, you can't tell me shit. You stink, boss man.
Hey, I gotta take it. I gotta be humble enough to take it, man.
Stank
It have no rank.
Care.
They don't have.
They say a
They don't
bullet
have no
ain't got. They say a bullet ain't got no name on it. Stank ain't got no name on it, boy.
Stank ain't got no position.
Stank don't give a shit.
Not real
boy.
bold to be telling people that though.
What you
did he
mean?
stink?
How is that real, bro? We in the hospital, man.
Like I just said, these people is they
You ever
they
had-
on the hinge these days. It ain't worth it.
If you
Y'all
gonna
had-
go
y'all
post
had the
it,
stank
if
friend
you gonna
in the
go
group?
crazy, because I tell you stink, bro, you got other problems. They're way bigger than stinking.
Not
I
if
tell
they
you,
look at it like
I tell you what.
That may be
If they don't care about being stink, they don't care about your face.
I was about to
I
say
tell you
that. You better hope they pistol clean.
And you know what?
They
That's
definitely
where
punch you in your face,
that-
bro.
and they
Some
can
people
do
don't
that.
care.
Hey, I ain't gonna even fight you back at work. I'll get you later. I'll get you at Walmart.
You
I'm
definitely
gonna
want
fight
to
you back
lose.
at work.
Look, nah,
Depends on how
because you
stanky
know
it is.
what? I'm gonna just
You gotta grab them and wrestling.
sue
Like, come
you
on,
and
now.
everybody there because I'm gonna say they shouldn't have, if they would have enforced the no stanky policy like they
Yeah.
got on in the HR handbook that we get in training that you ain't
So you gotta
supposed to
send an
stink.
email.
He just assaulted me and y'all let him and I told y'all he stank. Give me my money. Give me my money.
Yeah, you gonna lose.
Run me my coins.
Real quick.
I got assaulted by the
You
stanky boy.
You
For
didn't propose a good case.
No, I already informed higher ups that this mug stank.
Yeah.
And I just informed him that your odor was unbearable and he assaulted me and he crushed
That
my
wasn't a
face.
proper. That
I'm
wasn't a proper
scared.
chain of command. So
I'm scared. So
you
y'all
harassed
don't
them.
protect me because y'all didn't enforce y'all rules and regulations, man. And now
Bro,
I'm violated.
let me tell you, like, just
I'm
on
scared
some
to
like
walk.
hygiene shit, bro. So I was on the plane ride back, man. I sent y'all a picture of the young lady that was sitting next to me. But she was sleeping, she was farting and doing like shit while she was I asked for a whole seat change.
Oh man, you
Like, yo, boss
Hey,
man,
man.
can like y'all hear this shit? Everybody on the plane hear this. She's snoring and farting at the
Creates
same
turbulence.
time. Like at first I didn't know which was which. I'm like, is she farting or snoring? Like, what the fuck is going on here?
Nice.
And I started smelling something. I was like, hey, boss man, I know Spirit got a rough, like y'all got a strict like seat policy, but it's like 2 empty rows up there. I gotta get from by Fart Girl.
Did she wake up?
No, she was out. She had a good ass time version.
You went
Be
on about
immune
your
to the
business.
smell.
Still knocked out.
She knew
Nah, I
she was
moved.
farting.
She had a good time.
She knew she was farting.
Wherever she
Y'all
came
seen how
from,
big?
she had a
Y'all
good
seen how
time.
big them eyelashes was? Them eyelashes. You can ride them
Boy.
eyelashes like.
That probably
I seen
what
a-
was stinking, that weave in the eyelashes. It wasn't her farting. It was just wind hitting the weave in the eyelashes.
So Spirit got a no queef
They gonna
policy.
get you, boy.
Spirit got a what?
A no queef policy.
I don't know what they got. I know what I went through. I had a 3-hour flight, bro, and she farting 30 minutes into it. Like, yo,
You
I'm
like,
out.
hell no.
Hey, stewardess lady.
We're not doing it.
There's a whole
Good.
row up there empty. I'm gonna tell you how like Spirit tried me on a ride there, bro. It wasn't a whole lot of options to fly to this small ass island that got like one runway.
Silver
we got
Airways.
Well, we got Silver Airways was there. I seen you a little poor. And them they are definitely poorer than Spirit. Them boys got half of concourse. They ain't got a full concourse. They got like a. Anywho,
Oh,
what was I saying
Spiritless.
again? I was just talking about something. Oh, so
Talking
on the
about
flight.
Spirit.
on the flight there, right? I get on the plane, the flight empty as hell. It's like 20 people on this entire flight. And I gotta tell you, out of those 20 people, it was full rows. I said, what kind of shit y'all got going on? All these empty chairs. Y'all got us all in rows filled up. Like with just a few people on here. I was like, stewardess, like, can I like sit somewhere else? Like why am I like in the middle seat of people with all these empty seats? And so she moved me, and then like the guy, I guess she didn't tell like the other people and employees, dude, come over there with a seat chart. Hey, this is you. There's nobody in this seat. I'm like, what are you like monitoring all the seats, bro? Like, what kind of policy y'all got, bro? Like all these empty seats, y'all want to make people pay for that upgrade to choose a seat. That's what the shit be about, bro.
Spirit got it on lock, man. Spirit don't play. You might get the flight for $19, but we gonna charge you for
gonna
water.
be $400. Yeah, it'll be $400 before you get out of here.
Not with me.
Not
with me, bro.
It charge you to breathe.
Yeah.
hold that
breath for 2 hours. You don't even get to recline. If you press the button to recline, that's a $20 charge.
I can deal with not being able to get no snack and no drink, but I not being able to recline that.
Nah, that's the worst. Just sitting straight up the whole flight.
Heck no.
I laid out. Cause I had a whole row. I was stressed out in that joint.
Did the armrest go up?
Yeah.
No,
It's a
okay.
new plane. It wasn't no old like raggedy. I don't know if it's refurbished or what.
Probably
it was,
refurbished.
It was clean. Yeah.
They ain't buying the new
Definitely
plane.
refurbished.
Them Boeing
I
planes.
Boeing
Boeing
60s.
I'll fly it again.
60. Analog
I'll fly it
plane.
again to the version now. I'll fly that bitch again. Like, wasn't bad. Ain't a whole lot of options. I'll fly that shit. What you went silver?
I went silver from Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you
So
bought
it's
them in a
30 minutes.
barrel, boy.
No, it's 30 minutes though. It's a 30-minute flight. I flew first class on Delta to Puerto Rico.
You almost was better in the canoe, bro.
Yeah.
What you mean?
They gave them motherfuckers sunflower seeds.
It's 30 minutes. It's 30-minute flight.
Yeah, they didn't even give y'all no snacks.
Bitch,
No, they didn't.
third class.
We went right up and came right back down.
the upgrade is third class.
No, we literally was taking off from the runway, and like we went up a couple
Get 'em
feet and
over
came
the
right back
chitlins.
down.
Hey, I did see somebody on the flight on some rally shit. Like had a whole crab boil. I was like,
No.
See,
Yeah.
that's
Speaking
that's
of
what I'm
Relly,
saying,
Relly,
man.
Relly was at the
Spirit,
office
man.
today.
That one, I
How's she
sent
doing,
y'all-
bro?
Tell me something. I want to come back on the podcast. I was
oh,
like,
no,
hell,
we good.
no,
Tell her we said thanks but no thanks.
Who?
really?
Hey, she.
Oh, that's the little short, that's the little small girl that was talking.
No, it's a different. It's,
You ain't never met Ray. You'll know if you met Relly.
yeah, one of a kind.
Yeah. One. This is special.
No, I'm
soul.
talking about you. You did an episode with. I think I seen it.
Mm-mm.
No, you seen. You ain't done
No,
it.
that's really
If you were one on one with Relly, Trade went viral. I promise you. All right.
Really, she the one who got the crab boil. Like when you go to the Cup homepage, she pinned up
One of the pinned comments. I mean,
Relly
posts.
might be the most toxic person I ever met in my entire life, bro. Like real shit. Like from top to bottom, she might be the GOAT.
How she? Tell me some toxic.
I'm about to bring on here. We'll
Yeah,
bring
just
her
for a
back.
little guest segment, bro. Where's Relly? That's what we
She
gonna
took
say.
two dudes she was dating to church together at the same time. Like this is just like icebreaker shit. This ain't even like the deep shit. This is like just surface level.
Man, we gotta bring her back, man.
She really the GOAT. You think that crab boil on the plane was some shit?
Yeah, I ain't
They had
gonna
a crab-
give y'all
somebody
the
got on the
update.
plane with
I
crab
wait till
boil?
she come back to give y'all the update of her.
No, bro, I want to hear the update, bro.
Somebody got on the plane with crab, man. Get me
Pass
off
through
this plane.
customs and everything.
Get me off this plane,
got a-
dog.
She let a white husband say the N-word.
Who, really?
Yeah.
She got married to a white dude?
I don't know if they got married.
But you missed what he said, though.
Yeah, I got you.
Y'all already know how he feel about like integrated marriages, so I just had to throw that to him.
I respect them, man. My family mixed.
You ain't know that at all.
My family mixed, boy.
Yeah, he love
My chest hurt, bro. My chest.
My African American.
African American.
That's the name of the
Name
show.
of the show. That is definitely the name of the show.
My
My
African
African American.
Got you. Yep, I'll put that on the.
Oh shit! What the hell, Relly? Remember Relly? We're using Maya's perfume.
That was the last. That was the last one, wasn't it?
Was it the Baccarat?
The Baccarat. Oh, I told us I got some Baccarat. You would have sprayed my shit. It would have been smoking the city. You just can't be spraying on fly shit like that. Anywho,
really.
No, this is really. No, we good, man. I appreciate it.
Say a name 5. You know what happened when we said 5 times? They pop up.
Shell, we said we was an hour into the show. And we like, and Nova kept bringing you up. I was like, all right, you keep on. And Shell popped up on your ass like candy, man.
This man is dying up there, ain't he? Fucking Gio's is losing it.
Y'all had y'all little battles going back and forth every show. Like, damn, boy, well, y'all keep throwing them shots at each other. Pow, pow, pow.
Hey, I gotta eat, man.
Bow, 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 bow.
My African Americans.
Shout out to my African Americans.
Trump wanted to say nigga so bad, man. I don't like to say the word, but he wanted to say my nigga. But he said my African American.
He
got back. You get what I was trying to do? You know,
they liked it, didn't they?
Yeah, my African Americans. There's a fellow out there named Casanova with some gold shoes on. That's my guy right there.
Clicking him.
Clicking him like he Wizard of Oz.
Take me back to Trump.
All right, we out of here. Shout outs. Y'all good with it?
Shit.
I ain't got no choice. I can't even.
Shout out to the graduates. This graduation.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, shout out to
welcome to life. This shit about to get real. That's what I got for the graduates.
Shout out to Jay Stubbins. He showed up. Shout out Jay. Shout out to the graduates.
And Great Boy Jit.
Boy, it's about to be. It's real life about to hit y'all now, boy.
Real life starts
the
now,
best,
man.
The best thing y'all wanted to get out of, it. And you about to realize how fun high school. How much you wish you would have went harder in high school, just doing other activities in school. Like, man, I ain't missing a day of high school.
I hated fucking school. Like, fuck school.
I was there every day.
No, I enjoyed it for what it was, but I hated school. Like the system of it. It was I hated school. But
man
like,
was holding you down.
When you get out in this world, like just real life is about to begin, and it's gonna be exciting. You're gonna have fun. It's gonna be ups. It's gonna be downs, man. But you know, you're about to see what life is really about, and I think it's a good time. Like childhood and adolescence is. People that be like, oh, I wish I could be a kid forever. I don't want to be a kid forever. My best time was as an adult for sure. You know, like being a kid is important and what it is, but some of my greatest memories when I started really laying the pipe good, all that type of shit, I was grown. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I ain't know what to do inside that thing when I was 16, 17. You feel me? Type shit. I just get out of here, man. I'm just talking shit now. I just want to be funny real quick. None of that was serious. Hey, we out of here. It's the Coach Uncut Podcast, and we'll see y'all on Thursday. You heard?
Oh, boy. We at.
This podcast is brought to you by Aura. By the time you hear about a data breach, your information has already been exposed for months. On average, companies take 277 days to report a breach. That's 9 months where hackers have access to your personal data. That's why we're thrilled to partner with Aura. Aura is an all-in-one digital safety solution that monitors the dark web for your phone number, email, and social security number, sending real-time alerts if your info is found. It also includes a VPN, password manager, and data broker removal to help keep you safe. For a limited time, Aura is offering a 14-day free trial plus a dark web scan to check if your personal information has been leaked, all for free at aura.com/safety. That's aura.com/safety to sign up and protect your loved ones. That's AURA.com/safety. Terms apply. Check the site for details.